as well.
Whoa.
Waiting for confirmation on YouTube. BOARDGAMES gets no seconds.
No, you're going crazy.
0 seconds.
Whoa.
There we go. Confirmation live on YouTube.
We're confirmed.
Hello.
We
welcome
are confirmed.
in.
Like,
welcome everyone.
Who gets confirmed? What religion gets confirmed?
Methodist.
Methodist.
At least I got confirmed as a Methodist.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We can celebrate now. We never got to.
Hello, Candace. Hello, operator. Welcome in, welcome in.
Welcome!
We are just starting. We're going to be playing some
shit.
Wavelang. Very nice. Yo, Dr. Silly sent 10 squirrels.
Already.
Holy moly, haven't even been live a full minute. Thank you so much, Dr. Cilia.
Yo!
But yes, we are back. We are live. Oh, I should be doing some Codenames stuff in the background. Corey, where have you been?
Oh, I've been sucking purgatory hell.
Okay, that's a...
They also call it IHOP.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They also call it IHOP. Purgatory hell, IHOP, same thing.
I do know you spend a lot of time in IHOP, so that...
Unfortunately, yeah, I spend a lot of time in IHOP now. You know.
It's a big personality trait of yours.
Big personality. You know me. One of the best things, the number one fact about me is I like IHOP, apparently. That's my number one personality trait. What's up? Hello. Welcome in, Candace. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name. I think those are Russian characters. I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Dude, we were talking about this.
Make a fool out of all of us.
We're going to try to get Austin over the weekend, because Austin can pronounce that name.
We gotta hit the horn.
Get Austin to phonetically spell it out for me.
Right.
But, yo, holy moly, Candace sent a heart me, Jacuzo14 sent a rose, and Twig sent a heart me. Thank you so much.
Jacuzo, is that like the Japanese mafia, but they're all in like a hot tub chilling? It's like the after hours.
After that wildly offensive comment.
Jacuzo, you know.
Mark, you look nice. Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate that. I didn't do much with my hair today, but sometimes just letting it sit and not over like brushing it or washing it does help. How was IHOB, says Mitch?
Purgatory hell.
Purgatory hell.
Purgatory hell.
Well,
we made it out though.
Yes, just barely. I think it is about time that we hop into the game. 7 cards. The highest score we got yesterday was 19, so that's going to be our score to beat. What was that? No.
My drive was left here for 3 days. I did not get a chance to reload it. Much like a person who dies first in a horror movie, I did not have time to reload.
Well, speaking of dying first in a horror movie...
Whoa!
Shit. I just deleted my entire list.
No, the list died first! No, dude. Corey no beanie? Yeah, we're going for the hat gambit today.
We're gonna go hard to master, easy to master. Custom card from Buff Garfield.
Yo!
Whoa, midday stream. Yes, Jesse, we typically go live around 12 on Fridays.
EST, baby.
Is this Codenames? It is now. No, we'll do Codenames a little bit later. You were missed, Corey. Indeed.
You know, here's the thing, right? Of course, it's always nice to not have to be able to take it easy, but I was kind of itchy. I was kind of missing. You know, I'm doing something Saturday, but I was honestly considering if I wasn't able to do something on Saturday, of just going live on my personal channel because I missed so much streaming this week.
Wow.
Yeah. Kronos is late is my handle, but I'm not going live anymore. I got things to do Saturday.
Yo, Jillian sent the heart me. Thank you so much, Jillian. We are starting off hard to master, easy to master. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. You see, I never liked this card. I never at all liked this card because it gets into the definition of like, well, what is mastering something? And if you really think about it, mastering anything is borderline impossible. There's nothing that's easy to master. I feel like that's I don't know. It's a nonsense statement. Corey, you may look. Woo! What's the game? It's called Wavelength. Hard to master, easy to master. I don't... Okay.
What's up, Country Mozart?
I'm gonna go with Country Mozart's hint first of breathing in space. I think T's is pretty good. Open heart surgery.
You know who mastered breathing in space? Arnold from the Magic School Bus.
Notably, he didn't.
Nope. He turned into diamonds, dude. That's pretty masterful, all right?
What if they, like, cut him up and sold him? It's like, dude, diamond child.
Dude, imagine getting an Arnold engagement ring. It's just a diamond made out of the child from the Magic School Bus. That would go crazy hard.
That would go very hard.
A whole new meaning to the word blood diamond.
Yo, Mitch sends a heart me. Thank you so much, Mitch. Hi, big gamers. Hello, Thomas. Good to see ya. Thomas was on stream yesterday with us.
Yo.
Okay, I guess I'll read Mitch's. I don't know. Mastering that you shouldn't hate yourself. Yeah, that breathing in space. Actually, okay, never mind. Like Dr. Chillier is better. Telepathy. That's a better one. Telepathy. Breathing in space, telepathy, and open heart surgery.
Telepathy, it depends if actual honest to goodness telepathy, maxed out. Those people in TikTok who pretend that them creating air drafts with their hands can move pieces of paper is like maxed out easy. But actual telepathy is impossible.
Are you locked in there?
I'm gonna take it up a little bit just because I believe in a more magical world than the average person, I think. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The answer were breathing in space, telepathy, and open heart surgery. Corey thinks about that hard to master. I hate this card so much. You surely saw some of the comments saying golf, walking, running a marathon. It's like, look, I agree. Like mastering these things is hard, but colloquially, it's not maxed out.
Ooh, no.
The masters.
Golf, I like golf because to master golf, it's like a hole-in-one every time, right? Even the best people at golf can't nail a hole-in-one every time.
So, but by that logic, you would say Tiger Woods is not a master at golf. Like, I think mastering something and playing it perfectly are two separate things.
Tiger Woods is a master at many things. Controversies.
Master at cheat on life. Like, would you consider Magnus Carlsen a master at chess?
Yeah, but
But the game's never been solved. The game's solvable. He hasn't done it.
Solvable? I think solvable's different, though.
And, I mean, he's still occasionally, like, he cannot compete against even 3,000 level machines.
That's fair.
So, it's a tough card, but we got a 4.
We got a 4.
We got a 4. Your first card back!
Oh my god! It's all that pent up being gone for 3 days. But why does a 4 only count as 3?
Isn't someone titled Golf Master every year at the, quote, Masters?
I'm saying.
Alright, well, first card back, Corey scored a 4. So why is he writing a 3 on the board?
No.
Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 6 cards remaining, but because this 4 worth 3 points, we are instead at 7 cards remaining. Wow,
Bang.
Isn't that something?
Bang.
A master is someone who has 10,000 hours of experience in a subject.
So I guess you could also for how hard is it to get your 10,000 hours in, right?
That's fair. Heart surgery, it's a tough one.
It's tough when you get 10,000 hours in.
Why does he keep freezing every 2 seconds? So, Kirsten, this is a problem that we sometimes run into when we stream on Friday specifically.
Friday.
Which is, it seems like the TikTok server is overloaded and just kind of glitches out on all of the lives. I assure you we are connected via Ethernet for this stream and have plenty of bandwidth, so the problem should not be on our end. It unfortunately is on TikTok's end.
TikTok doesn't think we're special enough, dude.
Anyway, the card is going to be, would start a cult, would join a cult.
I love this card. I love this card.
Whoever wrote the Patreons has wonderful handwriting. That would be Board Ghost. Thank you, Board Ghost.
Goated AF handwriting. Also, what's up, guys? IHOP was purgatory hell, but we're out of it. Yeah! Corey, I was so worried Mark had your body in the backyard.
No, IHOP had his body in the kitchen.
It's true. All right. Would start a cult, would join a cult. That's where the blue 4 is. I like this card. Mary says, true story, I was raised in a cult.
Oh, geez. Sorry to hear.
That's crazy.
Glad you presumably made it out.
True.
The ranks.
True.
She mastered it. 10,000 hours.
She was raised in a cult, and then she led it.
Wow.
Raised right out to the top. All right, I'm going to close the board. Mark, you can look. I'm going to go with off rip. Mary, I do really like that one. I'm going to say Jared Leto.
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto.
The Joker?
The Joker, baby.
The Joker, baby? Didn't he notably start a cult? I feel like he very notably did start a cult on an island, and he was like, actually, maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Aaron, I appreciate it. I might use that one. You only need to say it once, though. I assure you, we will see it. Don't worry.
I think that's near maxed out would start a cult. He's the Joker, baby.
He's the Joker, baby. Let's go with, All right, Mitch seconds it. I saw someone else third it as well. Corey.
You?
Me. Aaron really liked it, but I saw 2 other people agree with it, and we're gonna rock it.
To my knowledge, you have not started a cult yet. So the simple fact that you have not started a cult puts me towards the middle, because you also, to my knowledge, have not joined a cult.
I will say, they don't know this, I did start off today, right before we went live, one of the first things I said to you guys is, we should start a religion.
You did do that.
That is the first thing I said today.
Keeping that in mind, I guess that will put a little bit towards start a cult, but not Jared Leto. I guess like maxed out is like Charles Manson.
I was gonna say, somebody who has notably created one of the most famous cults of all time.
So probably not maxed out. Jared Leto is pretty far to the would start a cult side. I guess, given the option between starting a cult and joining a cult, I could see you starting a cult.
I think I have the charisma, hopefully.
So I think I'm gonna go right there.
I got the Riz. And last but not least, what do I want to go for the last one? Let's go with, let's go with a librarian.
A librarian?
A librarian.
Okay, this is taking me back towards center. A librarian, they're so kind and nice, but they know everyone in the community. All the book people in the community. They have connections, they run deep. You know, it might be, hey, you might be wanting to join this little cult, and
I got the literature for you.
Those late fees might disappear.
No, I don't think you're convincing me to join your cult if you're giving my library book late fees. You know when the last time I got a late fee for a library book was?
When?
I don't know, dude, probably like over a decade ago.
Oh yeah, look, it doesn't have to be a successful cult. The person can just be like, I wasn't planning on paying this anyway, and leave.
People say, it would just turn into a book club.
Oh yeah, what is a book club but a cult?
It's so true. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Hello? Ring any alarm bells, buddy? That sounds pretty cult-like to me.
All right, this is gonna be ever so slightly to the would start a cult side, and I'm gonna lock in right here.
Locked in, let's see.
Oh, let's go. Okay, Jared Leto threw me off.
Listen, you know, Mary, it's all right. I trusted the person with cult experience, and I didn't know Jared Leto started a cult. But it also did seem like something he would do. He's kind of freaky like that.
He do be. Well, that is a 3. Very nice, meaning our score is now 6 with 6 cards remaining. Very nice, very fun card. Thank you, Dr. Facilier. It is a very strong 3.
Strong
it is.
3. Good 3. Got good bones in that 3.
Our next card is going to be...
Oh, he did both. Thomas says Jared Leto started one and joined another.
No loyalty. Yo, Jason Long tend to heart me. Thank you so much. All right, 6 cards remaining. Our card is going to be flavorless to flavorful. Love that kind of content. I'm dropping a follow. Oh, thank you, Jason Long. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Ashton sent to heart me. Thank you so much. All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This 4 is the target. The card is flavorless to flavorful. We need to give Corey a hint. Give him put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Flavorless to flavorful. Just followed. You guys seem cool. Thank you, thank you. All right, I am closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
Woo!
Flavorless to flavorful. I like ogres of cotton candy. I think that's a pretty good one.
Flavors of cotton candy. Is that what you said?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, yeah.
Yes,
Just cotton candy in general. Cotton candy just tastes like sugar. That's it. That's the only flavor cotton candy has. Oh, I got special blueberry. No, it's sugar. It's sugar. That's all it is.
Our Russian friend says lemon.
Lemon? Fuck, dude, I love lemon so much. I almost said Lennon truthist. I meant to say lemon truthist. Let the record show, I'm a lemon truthist. I freaking
Freudian
love
slip
lemon.
there.
Oh, Freudian slip. So I can't put it max flavorless like I want to with cotton candy. I'm gonna have to tick it up some.
And then, let's see. Final one I'll go with is... I'll go with garlic. I think that's a good one.
Garlic. Okay, we're on the flavorful side. Guaranteed, we're on the flavorful side.
Captain and me.
I think cotton candy. If we are on the flavorless or flavorful, excuse me, side, and you give cotton candy. Listen, I think cotton candy just tastes like sugar. I don't think it's got much of a flavor at all. All right, but garlic and lemon, those are like the things you add when you're cooking to give it more flavor, right? Lemon and garlic are like the two go-to ingredients in order to zest up your meal, depending on what it needs. So I am going to put it pretty good on the flavorful side. I can't max it out because cotton candy's keeping me grounded here, but I like it about bang right there.
Okay.
Game is called Wavelength, by the way.
Kind of agree with Corey. Cotton candy was a bad hint. I thought cotton candy was a fine hint. I consider it to be kind of flavorful. Like it's a strong presence in my mouth when I eat it. But
You are biased though. You're biased because you're a notable sugar fiend.
yeah, I am a sugar fiend.
Notable sugar fiend.
Flavorless to flavorful. How do we do? Oh, unfortunate. That is a miss. It was near maxed out flavorful. I mean, I when I think flavorless, I'm thinking things that don't have like a flavor profile in my mouth, like bread or
Right.
I don't know, to some extent, I don't know, some cheeses, like a mild cheese.
Right. Not cheddar.
Yeah, but when I eat cotton candy, even though it is just sugar, I feel like that is like very overwhelming. I think it does overpower some of those other flavors. But I can see your point.
I don't know if it was the person who gave the hint, but somebody was saying not cotton candy itself, but more cotton candy flavor. Had a like the flavor you put in gum and stuff like that. That I get. That makes sense.
Condense down the cotton candy.
Squeeze it down. What's up, everybody? I saw a lot of people saying "What's up" to me. How's it going? What's up, Hayden?
Yo, welcome.
What's up, Ray?
You are just a Corey.
That's fair.
Yeah, you don't get a hello.
Reasonable.
Satan says, "Hello, how are you?" I'm doing good, Satan. Hopefully it's not too hot where you're at right now. I know we're going into the spring right now. Hopefully you're able to chill out.
Well, speaking of Satan, our next hint is going to be fun prank to felony.
No!
Bit too many on this side. You might be visiting our dear friend in YouTube chat.
No! Satan says it's really hot. Damn, bro, I hope that changed. You know, I know they say, when hell freezes over, but for your sake, hopefully you get a day off.
All right. 5 cards remaining. We are at a score of 6. Score to beat is 19.
Yo, what's up, Shit Talker Central?
Yo.
Iconic username is in fact back. Do the legends say hi? Jacob, we would if it was pre-recorded. If it wasn't pre-recorded, excuse me. But it is, so
yeah.
I'm sorry. Fun prank to felony. Bam! Fun prank, felony, that's where the blue 4 is. Give me your clues. I'm gonna take 3 from either TikTok or YouTube. What is this game called? Wavelength. It's a Retin link if they did a substance I can't name on TikTok. Which is crazy. Alright, I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Anita, I love this one. Over $5,000 in theft.
Okay. I mean, that's just above the felony line. That is the line to make it grand theft. So that is very much a felony, but I feel like it's less of a felony than murder. And I feel like I've seen plenty of prank people, like the top tier guys, definitely have stolen more than $5,000 from each other as a prank.
As a cheeky little prank.
So technically a felony, but it could be a cheeky little prank.
Alright. Let's scroll up in TikTok. I saw some good ones. I saw some bangers in here. Let's go with... Let's go with arson.
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 It's gonna put me a little bit more towards felony, but of all the crimes to commit, like, it's really hard to prove arson. Making it kind of inherently a funny prank.
Don't give our chat ideas.
I'm just
Don't plant that in there.
I wasn't giving ideas or suggestions. I was saying it's really hard to prove arson.
Hard. You know 90% of arson cases go unsolved?
Wow, that's wild.
Don't do it. All right, the last one I'm gonna go with. Already see, arson is hilarious. Let's go with straight murder.
Straight murder?
Well.
Okay, so, I don't know, what are we specifying here?
just the act of doing it, not a hate crime.
Okay, it's out of it.
You know? Hey, thanks, Satan. I appreciate that.
So, straight murder, gay murder is definitely very much felony. That's a hate crime. Straight murder.
No, we can't be doing this. We cannot have this nuanced argument right now.
It's a little bit of a fun prank. I don't know. Why would you say arson? Like, if it was maxed out felony, you would lead off with murder.
Murder? What murder?
Murder's not a fun prank at all.
I don't know. It depends if you time it correctly.
Yeah, okay, I guess, I don't know. This is pushing me far towards felony. I can't take it up that far because I think stealing more than $5,000 can often be a fun prank. And I think arson's really hard to prove.
You're gonna walk in the studio one day and just all of the equipment's gonna be gone. And I'll be sitting at home on like a dragon on my horde going...
Yeah, and that'd be a prank on your end. All right, you're not going to end up with a felony on your record for that. I'm just going to beat you up and take it back. All right, let's reveal it.
Let's see it. No!
Wow. Okay, all right. You got me there eventually. That is a 3, but I have to say I disagree with most of these. I think a little bit of arson can be a fun prank.
I think that you're going to be the first suspect in many trials going forward today.
Look, I'm not saying anyone should go do it. I'm saying if they were to.
You know that we're on a government list already somewhere.
Yeah, we're already there. Why?
That's true.
About getting on it again.
That's true.
4 cards remaining. Yo, very nice. Thank you, Satan, for subscribing and supporting the channel. Guys, if you want to be like Satan, please consider leaving us a follow. It really does help out the channel, and Satan will be like, hey man, that's cool what you did there.
Dude, we can't be doing this. The Pope just died.
Oh, shit.
The Pope just died. All right.
Yeah, so I'm playing the winning side. Okay.
You know that's like a reoccurring thing that happens, right? Like, it's not like we've had this Pope since the dawn of humanity.
Yeah, until I get a new one. I'm just playing it safe.
All right.
Card's gonna be benefits you, benefits everyone. Found my space, woo Satan. Hasn't even had a funeral yet.
Dude, that's crazy.
Sub for the Pope.
Sub for the Pope. R.I.P. Pope Francis, dog.
Benefits you, benefits everyone. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. Let's see. All right, that's not visible. That's not a visible 4.
I found out the Pope died while we were live on Monday, and I think you can pinpoint the exact moment my heart broke.
Yeah, no, it was sad. It was sad.
Tragic, dude. Who's gonna drive the Pope Mobile now? Just sit in the impound lot.
Yo, OK2104 sent a rose. Thank you so much. Let's have a conclave.
Yo, completely related. Did you know that in the past, 72 hours, the views on Conclave on Prime has skyrocketed?
Corey, you may look. It is messed up they released that movie the day after. Some marketing campaign.
It's crazy. They've been sitting on that.
Rip.
Hey. See, even Satan knows a real one, man.
Benefits you, benefits everyone. Let's see. Our Russian friend says spending money on yourself. I think that's a good one.
I mean, that really only benefits you if you're just spending money on yourself.
Martha doing a half Robin Hood, stealing money from a bank and not sharing.
Well, I gotta take it up a little bit because then the bank has less money, and I think that's good for all. I think everyone should go right now and take their money out of the bank.
The look on their face would be priceless.
The look on their face would be priceless.
And final one I'll read. Let's see.
It's called a robbery. No! Legally withdraw it from your bank. All cash.
Say from Sifu, treating yourself.
Treating you? Treating yourself. That just benefits you, man. All that just really benefits you. I'll take it up a little bit because what was the banking one?
Stealing from a bank and not sharing.
Stealing from the bank and not sharing, like, well, the bank has less money, you know, so that's kind of funny, and everybody can find a little bit of humor in that. But otherwise, that's just yourself. That's just yourself. I'm locked in, maxed out, pretty much.
Locked in, maxed out for benefits you. Let's see how we did. Yo,
Whoa.
let's go. Did he take it up too much? No, I'm gonna roll that as a 4.
Bang
That
on.
is touching. Very nice. Bank doesn't have enough money on hand for me to withdraw. Damn, good problem to have, Mitch.
I'll believe it too, Mitch.
You know, banks,
Absolute baller.
to my knowledge, don't carry that much cash nowadays. So
It is true. It is true. Morgan says, bro, this is for nerds.
no one's forcing you to watch.
No. I think they're a nerd too, and they're here.
Okay,
Because
all right.
if you're clicking on Boardgamers, and in the thumbnail is us playing a board game, and you come and you're like, bro, this is for nerds?
What the hell is this?
What the fuck? I think that's on you. I don't think that's our fault.
Ladies, I expected.
Oh, I nearly ticked down. Okay, well, real quick, as Corey's writing the score, we just scored a 4, which in this game mode is worth 3 points. That is not a mistake. That is supposed to be a 12. Why is it only worth 3 points? Well, instead, the benefit is we take a card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because there's 4, worth 3 points, we are instead at 4 cards remaining. Dude, I messed up last stream.
What'd you do?
Thomas was here, and we had like an influx of people in, so I was doing a little follow read, like, hey guys, you know, if you like the channel, please follow. Wow, we had a 4 on board, and Thomas had updated the score from, what was it? From
It was
4,
7.
from, you went from,
7.
oh,
He
from,
added 4 points?
yeah, he added 4, no, he added 3 points.
Oh!
He went from 3 to 6, that's what it was. And I did a cheeky little follow read before doing the 4 speech. And we had a lot of new people in, so they were freaking out, going, 7! It's supposed to be 7! You idiot! 7! 7! And I was like, hey guys, if you like the live, feel free to follow.
See, that's why I wait until you're about to say it to draw the number. I found that has helped.
Yes. Alright, but we are at 4 cards remaining. Let me generate a new card for us.
Yup. Anybody want some cream cheese? Philadelphia brand.
That's my cream cheese!
I'm trying to get rid of it. I've just been giving it. All right, I'm trying to sell it on the market.
Let's
I use
do
that for my breakfast!
inessential
Chats
to
now.
essential.
Chats now.
And I can't see the board, so you can in your head.
Yup. Do you know the band Ghost? This sounds familiar. I don't think I've heard of them. I think Board Ghost might like them because they're also a
Rock
ghost.
on, brother!
I think they're also a ghost. All good. Thanks, prop expired. No, it's Board Ghost's cream cheese, not Mark's. All right. This is where our blue 4 is on our scale of something to something. I can't see. It's covered up right now. Something to something.
Hold on. There you go.
Inessential to essential. That's where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues, baby. Give me some clues. Was the cream cheese for Price is Wrong? You can look. No, it wasn't.
I
No.
can look.
Yeah, you can look. All right, let's see what people are saying. Let's see. I'm gonna go with toothpicks.
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 All right, they're inessential, surely, but I mean, I have a lot of uses for them. I use toothpicks a lot. I mix up like coffee grinds using toothpicks. I get pickles out of the pickle jar using a toothpick. Get olives out of the olive jar using a toothpick. I eat so many pickles and olives. I love pickles and olives.
I forgot, you're not just like a full hand into the pickle jar type guy.
Oh, Jesus. No, it's bad. You don't want finger oils mixing in with the pickle brine. You're gonna have your pickles go bad.
All right. I'm gonna go with Org's More Than One Stanley Cup.
Okay.
I should note, not the award for winning hockey, I believe.
I'm aware.
The one that you drink out of with a straw.
Well, you need a full collection. You do. The set's not complete unless you have like a Cosmo and Wanda. So, That's probably not what they're going for, though. I'm gonna say this is pretty close to the inessential side. They didn't say a single blade of grass, so it's not gonna be maxed out. And I like toothpicks, and it's useful to have a second Stanley Cup on hand just in case yours breaks.
Alright. And then I'm gonna go, this is one that's kind of long past, but I'll go for it. And I have some honorable mentions to give too once you're locked in. But the one I am going to go with is, let me scroll up, see if I can find it real quick. Couldn't remember what it was. My memory is not good. It's been all that time in IHOP rotting my brain. Rotting my brain. I'm gonna go with the boat.
Boat?
Boat.
I mean, depending on where you live, might be essential. Maybe you're in a small fishing town, and the boat is how your family makes all of its money. Maybe. Perhaps.
Okay.
And hey, look, say a flood starts coming, you know, you gotta fight like you're like you're the third monkey in line for Noah's Ark, and brother, it's starting to rain. A boat's pretty essential then.
No.
Sorry, I love that quote. I'm gonna log in right here.
Alright, you're locked in there.
I am locked in.
Hey, some honorable mentions. Ice in winter.
Ice in winter. Hey, you still need to keep your drinks cold. You still need a freezer.
Hey, other one. 2 blades of grass. Yeah.
That's a miss. Unfortunate. 2 blades of grass certainly would have gotten me there. I don't know. I was biased. I really like toothpicks.
People asking? We're American, not England. Although he gets that a lot.
SMH. I had a speech impediment when I was a child and made people think I was British.
Also, someone's trying to sell us Girl Scout cookies.
Yo!
You down to place some orders?
What are you selling?
5 boxes of Thin Mints!
Yeah, are Girl Scout cookies in season? Are they doing that now? I guess so. It's starting to be summer. 3 cards remaining. We have a score of 12. I made a new card while we were sitting there. I think this will be a fun one. Brand new card, wrote it during the game.
What?
Good new Pope, bad new Pope.
Yeah, alright, hell yeah. I'm sure this won't get controversial at all.
Are we all playing together? We are, yes. This is fully cooperative. We are all playing together here. Leave your comments in chat. All right, this 4 is what we are aiming for. Would make a good new Pope, bad new Pope. This is an interesting one. Give us your answers in chat. I will pick up to 3 to read off to Corey to set the dial. Okay, all right. We got some good ones coming in so far. Good new Pope, bad new Pope. I'm setting down the board, closing it up. Corey, you may look. Okay. Nicole says what I was thinking, so I'm gonna read it. Same Pope reincarnated. They just dig up Francis and put him back on the seat.
That's like, first off, I like Pope Francis. I'm not Catholic, but you know I liked him. I think he was a good Pope. I think he did good things. That being said, all of that ignored, regardless of whether or not you like Pope Francis. If a Pope comes back from the dead 3 days later, yeah, I think they earned that role. I think they're allowed to be the Pope now. I think that is probably the #1, like, quantifier of the fact that they were the right pick for the job.
Daryl, this is a good one. Random guy, but meets the prerequisite, doesn't touch kids. Random person who happens to not touch kids.
Okay, well that's a little worse. I mean, obviously I'm not going to put it on this side because they meet the bottom requisite there. But if it's a random guy, doesn't know 2 shits about how to be a pope. He doesn't know how to run the Pope Mobile. He doesn't know how to not die when JD Vance visits, I guess. Like, he doesn't know the bare minimums. So because of that, I can't max it out too far. But I think the Pope reincarnated is like maxed out.
And let's see, final one that I will give you. You know what? This is a fine one. Diana the Vegan says Joe Biden. Yeah, Joe Biden.
This is like a middling answer.
Random guy doesn't touch kids and just dig up the old guy and put him back.
Dude, Joe Biden. That's different. That's different than what you told me originally. All right, that's messed up. I think they have done that before in Pope history, where they just dug up the Pope and put him back on the chair.
Oh yeah, no.
That is a notable Pope.
I forget what it was. I might be mistaken. People correct me if I'm wrong on this. There was one who, after he died, they dug him up, put him on the throne, so they could put him to trial.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They convicted him of a crime and
Pope Stephen VI tried Pope Formosus. Dug him up, had him exhumed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how are you gonna try someone with a banger name like Formosus?
Yeah, it's a pretty dope name.
He's not even dug down yet. Yeah, okay, it makes it easier. Put down the shovels, just put him back.
All right, so I think this is kind of middling. All right, Sleepy Joe Biden wouldn't even know what to do on the Pope throne. All right, he wouldn't know what to do with all that power. Okay. I love doing that and trying to gauge your reaction on what you're saying. It's very funny. So with that being said, I think it's middling. And Joe Biden's just like a normal guy. He does, to our knowledge, meet the requisite of does not touch children. However,
knowledge.
he's a president, so we can never know for sure. All right.
That's a fair one.
So
locked in, dead middle.
Satan says, I would be the best Pope ever. Now, Satan, I'm not Catholic, so I don't have much of a dog in this race. However, I think a lot of people may have something to say if Satan was Pope. Just a theory.
Controversial.
Let's see.
Just a hunch.
Let's see how we did. Good new Pope, bad new Pope.
Hey!
Very nice, very nice. That is a 3
Bang
this
on.
time around. Had to be slightly towards new good Pope, but very nice. That's a hard placement.
Pope Venom.
Yeah, Pope Venom. we need to stop encouraging that. But yeah, the thing about old Joe, he might not be the best Pope in the world, but like at least he's not going to be sitting there long. We're gonna get a redo soon.
I don't know. I mean, you saw how long Jimmy Carter's been around for, right? You never know.
Dude, if Jimmy Carter was alive, he would have been the perfect answer.
Died for 40 years.
Alrighty, our next card, 2 cards remaining. Our next card is going to be Guilty Pleasure to Actually Just Bad.
Oh my God, hell yeah. Jimmy Carter's dead? Jam Mayo, I hate to be the one to tell you this. Jimmy Carter is in fact no longer with us.
What? Who am I going to vote for in 2028?
And I hate to break it to you, but Will Smith also slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
What?
I know.
Dude, what if Will Smith smacks Jimmy Carter at the Oscars?
Sorry, I just read a comment. I thought it was another chat message just going on like a religious tangent because we were talking about, Satan for so long and joking about it. But then it ended with them talking about how their genitalia slap their legs, and it really caught me off guard. That one actually got me.
Wait, Will Smith slapped someone at the Oscars? I know, guys. I should have warned you to sit down before you said that.
Listen, I know. That's what happens when you get your news through Internet Explorer. Or should I say Microsoft Explorer? Alright, Guilty Pleasure, Actually Just Bad. Bam!
We should do a Boardgamers
Guilty
news
Pleasure,
channel.
Actually Just Bad. Dude, we can't do that because we'd just be reporting on the fact they shot JFK over and over again.
Did you hear? There's a boy yodeling in Walmart, taking the internet by storm.
It'd be such a shit post. All right, I'm closing up the board. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you look. Let's go with eating ice cream.
Eating ice cream.
Eating ice cream, dude.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's unhealthy. It's certainly unhealthy, but it's just sugar and cream. Nothing your body hasn't seen before.
I'm gonna go with watching Love Island. I didn't get to watch much of stream. I did see this conversation between you and Thomas. I caught the tail end of it yesterday. Of neither of you knowing what that show was.
Yes.
Crazy, by the way.
Yes, it's the one with the zip line.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad show, but it definitely is a guilty pleasure. I think reality TV mostly is pretty far to the guilty pleasure side. I don't know, would this be maxed out? No, probably not, because it's actually just a bad show, and eating ice cream is bad for you. But maybe I'll take it a bit further to the guilty pleasure side.
And last but not least, let's go with Or I'll go with that. I like it. Well, while putting flavor in your water. Flavored water. Putting flavor in your water. Flavor in your water.
One more.
No, I'm good. I got it out.
Are you sure?
I had to redeem myself. I started on the first one. That's how. That's game over. You started on the first one.
Okay, well that's near maxed out guilty pleasure. There's nothing that makes that bad. I mean, it's just water. You're not gonna make the water unhealthy unless you're doing like a lot of Mios, I think it was called. Remember Mios?
Dude, I'm so glad I didn't buy into the Mios thing.
Dude, I'm so glad I did. Those were the days. I'll be scoring that shit right in my mouth.
I was just like, nobody flavored it. Nobody, it's like sipping straight, like simple syrup.
Guys, you just got a no hell pass.
Yo, very nice. Thank you,
I
Satan.
can't threaten you with 10,000 years hell anymore. Satan, take it back for him so I can threaten him with 10,000 years hell.
What the hell? All right, I'm gonna take it up a little bit to account for ice cream being unhealthy. And yeah, I'm gonna lock in here. I think these are just guilty pleasure things. I think I'm locked in.
See it? Let's see what we got. Guilty pleasure actually just bad. Satan says you guys look in your 20s. It's true. So we have time before we have to redeem that pass. We are in our 20s.
You might.
You never know.
Yeah, okay, all right. On the target. Not bad, not bad. That is, I'll roll that a 3. I'll say that's touching. That is a 3. Very nice. Woo.
Bang!
I am not guilty about flavoring my water. Indeed.
Shadow's launched that for the first time in a while.
Ooh, so long since I saw y'all's live. Missed y'all so much. Thank you, Shadows Lime. Good to see ya. That's definitely a 2. Essence of 3. I don't know. Are we saying that's a 2? Am I being too generous?
I'll take away a point.
What do you think, Corey?
I'll kill that 18 right
I'll
now.
let you make the decision.
I think that's on the 3.
Okay.
Look at dead on. I see it on the 3.
We're gonna keep it on the 3.
Keep it on the 3.
Very
Keep
nice.
that fang on me.
I'm
That
back.
fang on the 3.
Did you miss me? Welcome back, Casey. Great to see you. Great to see you. All right, I'm going to generate a new card for us. We are down to 1 card remaining. Last chance to score. Oh, we're at 18 right now. The score to beat is 19, so that's really good. Let's see. Let's do cheap to expensive.
Bang, bang.
Can't tell if Mark's 17 or 30. Something like that.
What's up, Roxy? Welcome in. What's up, Lisa, too, by the way? How's it going?
Yeah, good to see you. Country Mozart sent 4 squirrels and a 1 Satan for your pass out of hell.
So, you know, the 17 or 30 comment while you spin the board, you want to hear a funny story?
Sure, real quick. Welcome in, Zebra Artistry. Good to see you.
My high school art teacher, loved her to death. She was great. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
I loved her to death. I was an upperclassman taking basic art, so I was one of the only upperclassmen in that class. And I would shoot the shit with her after class was over. And she told me to my face, one of my drawings were up on her wall, and a student asked who drew it, and she said, "Oh, Corey, da-da-da." And the student looks at her and goes, "Who?" And she pauses for a second. She goes, the junior with the baby face. And they go, "Oh, that guy." And I just looked at her, "Why did you tell me that?" I was having a good day up until now.
That's fucked.
It's fucked up, man.
That's fucked
It's fucked up that once she said that, they knew who she was talking about. That's the fucked up thing about that. I mean, they're right. They got my ass.
All right, cheap to expensive. I'm seeing some hints I saw iPhones. Specifically, Theodore Carl says iPhone 16 Max, not Pro.
I mean, that's pretty expensive.
I'm seeing, Nintendo Switch 2, topical.
Oh, dude, Nintendo Switch 2 by itself, $450 is not like unreasonable. It's the games that'll get you. It's literally games, infinite games, but no games because they're $90.
I guess right. Dr. Cillier is kids followed by divorce.
You all right there?
But I think that's a good one. Kids. Kids is a good hint. Pope funerals.
I'm sure they go all out for the Pope funerals, all right? I'm sure they go all out.
Well, Pope Francis is the first one to be buried in just a regular box instead of it was 4 nested boxes is what they used to.
Hell yeah, man.
But
Hell yeah.
so kids, Switch 2 and an iPhone 16 Max, not Pro.
I mean, these are all pretty expensive. I'm not maxing it out. You didn't say like Fabergé egg, something only the most opulent people can hold. So I think I'm good about there.
Locked in right here.
Hang on.
Summer says, new here, love already. Appreciate that, Summer. Glad you're enjoying. Let's see how we did. Cheap to expensive. Woo! Very nice. That is a 4. Holy moly. Right in the nick of time, too. That was going to be our last card.
Let's go.
Golly. All right, well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. That is not a mistake. It is supposed to be 21. We would have been at 0 cards remaining. None. Game over. But because it's 4, worth 3 points. We still have a card left.
Woo!
Very nice.
And I saw Damon's longtime chatter coming in asking about weddings and if we've been in one, if we've been groomsmen or anything like that. Notably, this guy desperately wants to go to a wedding.
I've never been to a wedding in my life.
L.
Ever.
Wait. L. All right. I've been to a few. I went to one of my buddies at a wedding. I was not a groomsman in it because I had only known him for like 2-3 years at that point. It's a good time. Good time. You ever been to one of your friends' weddings? Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time.
I'm sure it is.
You'll get there one day.
Mark, I'll invite you to my wedding. Mitch, I'll show up. Requires luck, requires skill. I saw somebody asking code words. We'll be doing code words a little bit later.
What the hell?
Maybe even some code names. Let's see. All right, I'm going to close up my eyes. I'm placing the die for this one, correct?
I believe so. Yeah. He hasn't been to his friend's wedding because he doesn't have friends.
Come on.
Makes sense.
It used to be back in the day. My brother's never been to a wedding either, and it used to be justified like, oh, they're not having kids at this wedding. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Maybe when we're older we'll go to a wedding. And then we got older, and then the invites still didn't come.
Now they're just like, I just don't like them. Just don't like them. Whoa, Kinley got a new account. What's up, Kinley? How you doing?
Yo, Kinley Binley.
Kinley Binley. All right, I'm gonna close up the board. You can look now. Bonk. Whoo! Let's go with Riley J. I like that one. Finding a 4-leaf clover.
Finding a 4-leaf clover.
Luck of the Irish, man.
I think that's a middling answer
clover.
because, obviously it does require luck. It's notoriously lucky. But have you ever hunted for a 4-leaf clover?
I have, yeah.
I have as well. It takes time and patience. It's a bit of skill. So if you're persistent, you should be able to find one. So it requires luck, but there's a strategy to it.
All right. I like this one so much. I'm gonna go for it. Jumping out of the plane with an instructor. Let me make sure that's exactly what they said word for word.
Jumping out of a plane with an instructor.
Let me make sure that's exactly. Yep, jumping out of a plane with an instructor. I assume they're referring to like when you're backpacked in like a little baby Bjorn. Mm-hmm. You ever see what people skydive like that?
I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the luck is like, gee, I hope this guy packed a parachute. I don't know how to interpret that one. That requires neither luck nor skill because you were just strapped in. You are completely reliant on the skill and luck of the person pulling the chute. You're just a passenger. There's no skill or luck required. But you have to be a little bit lucky to, 90% of people don't even make it to the ground.
All right. Last one I'll give, but I got some honorable mentions. There's one I see that a few people in chat really like, but I'm going to save that for an honorable mention. I'll explain why. The last one I'm going to review is gambling, specifically any of the card games. So like poker, blackjack, Texas Hold'em,
right,
etc., etc.
Okay, so
maybe even 3-card Monty if you want to get crazy.
Poker and blackjack definitely require skill. There's a reason there's professional poker players. It's not just luck, it is a lot of skill and generous sponsorships. That's why that profession exists. I think I'm kind of happy with my placement. I don't know. Would it be on the requires skill side at all? Maybe I was going to say dead center because it does still require an element of luck, but there is still the skill. I can't, in good faith, put on the required skill side. We're talking about 4-leaf clovers, though. So I'm going to say just a little teeny tiny bit requires luck, and I'm going to lock in here.
You lock in there? Mm-hmm. All right. Before I reveal, a lot of people wanted me to say fishing. That was one of the ones I think some people in chat really liked. The only reason I didn't say this is because I remember the last time I said this for this hint, we had a whole conversation about it, and I did not remember where we landed on that conversation. So I didn't want to lead you astray by accident.
Fishing is massively requires luck.
Okay.
Even if you're a really good, I mean, there's skill elements, but even if you're a skilled fisherman, there's a luck factor. There's no Magnus Carlsen of fishing.
So that being said, maybe I should have said it.
Whoa!
Maybe I should have said it. Maybe I should. That would have got you there.
Whoa! Okay. Huh.
Should have got you there. You know. I don't know. I think those card games, they do have a lot of skill involved, but I didn't say just blackjack or poker, right? I extended to any gambling card game, and I think there are plenty of gambling card games out there that you just need only luck. There's no skill that'll help you.
Dude, you do not want to be caught dead messing around with Vegas Go Fish.
It's true.
They don't play there.
I saw a guy die because of that.
Yeah.
They straight up killed him, middle of the floor.
And no one blinked. Yo, A sent a heart, mate. Thank you so much. Well, that is a miss. Can you explain the parachuting one?
Well, yeah, because you can't really influence that at all. It does take a little skill on the instructor, but you just have to get lucky enough that your instructor remembers to pull the parachute.
That they remember.
That they do it, right? Like honestly, right? It takes a little bit of skill as the instructor to do that, but you're not the instructor. You have no input on this situation. You just got to get lucky enough that they do it all right.
When you want to remind your instructor to pull the parachute, but you're an introvert, and social situations are awkward.
Parentheses, you are plummeting to your death.
The ground is approaching at 100 miles an hour. Can't build up the courage to say something.
Oh
the life of an introvert is a dangerous one.
Hey, I know that you've been doing this way longer than I am.
And you've been doing a really good job. A really good job.
The ground is 50 feet away.
Death is imminent. You're out of time.
Oh.
Let's see, finding a four-leaf clover is lucky because no one ever does. I don't know.
I've found four-leaf clovers
Yeah.
before. They're not as uncommon as you think they are. That being said, I think it's way more luck than you put it, because you can be the most skilled four-leaf clover finder of all time. Oh, that's right, we're done. Four-leaf clover of all time. But if there's not a four-leaf clover, you're not finding it.
That's fair, that's fair. Well, that is it for this first round. We'll be doing another round, do not worry. But it is the time where I pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and see how we did based off our score. There's a little chart in the back that tells us how we did.
21.
It's 21. If we're scoring a 21, the message that we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is, you're on the same ... Wavelength! Woo! I don't know why the sound's not there anymore. I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. There's supposed to be a sound.
They should turn that into a TV show. That'd be a good title card.
Dude, they should.
They really should.
I'm seeing some votes for Codenames, but I think we're going to do one more round of...
Wavelength, man.
What is that?
I want another Wavelength.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more round of Wavelength, then we'll do Codenames.
Tiffany wants to know, is there Price is Wrong play?
No.
Sound is YouTube exclusive. Really? There was sound on YouTube. Was there?
It's TikTok studio problem. I'll fix it later.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Womp womp.
Well, yeah, exclusive YouTube sound. Very nice. 7 new cards. 7 new cards. We are going for another round. See if we can beat 21. This is an interesting one. Do you want to redo the score?
Yup.
Our card to start us off is going to be Scary Animal, Nice Animal. I need a good Codenames because I couldn't watch much last night. All right, don't worry, we'll be doing Codenames right after this, and it's gonna be a good round. You know, Thomas had a redemption round yesterday.
He did?
Yeah.
Good for him.
He did good, because last time we played, he wasn't able to give like a single hint. And he's like, I need to redeem myself, and he did.
He's been practicing.
Yes.
Any good anime story arc involves the redemption arc of the character. And Thomas, he did it last night.
He got a 3, which is better than the score that I got. All right, I'm opening up the board, so be careful about looking.
Okay.
This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. The card is Scary Animal, Nice Animal. What's this game called again? It's called Wavelength. Wavelength is the name. Scary Animal, Nice Animal. This 4 right here is the target. I'm going to set down the board, close it up. Corey, you may look.
Nice. Sick.
Scary animal, nice animal. Let's see. I'm gonna go with KC X's of Black Bear. Black Bear is a very good one.
Black bear, in terms of bears, black bear is the least scary. They are essentially big dogs. You should not pet them. I want to make that very clear. Don't do that. You will lose an arm. However, if we're on a scale from like polar bear to the other end, black bear is on that other end, all right? So it's on the scary animal side. I'm not maxing it out. Take it right there.
Can I pet that dog?
No!
I'm going to pet one.
Do not pet one!
Yo, Bunny May sent club cheers. Thank you so much, Bunny May. Great to see you. The next one I'm going to read is, let's see, scary animal, nice animal. I saw a few people saying B, which is interesting. I think I'll say B.
You say B?
Yes.
Specifically B.
If I were giving a hint, I would say would be, but they just said B, so I'll go with B.
Okay, B. You're talking to the B guy.
Jimmy B.
You're talking to the Jimmy B. And as Jimmy B, I freaking love those little guys.
Final one, this is a great one from our Russian friend, Orangutan. That new Justin Bieber song.
Alright, so for me, bees, not scary at all. They're sick as hell. Bees are dope. Leave them alone. Let them do their thing. Wasps, maxed out scary. Fucking hate wasps, alright? It's no longer the nice animal to scary animal. It's the bee to wasp scale for me, alright? That being said, orangutan, that's just a whole ass guy. Just locked him up, dude. That's crazy.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, get him out of there. I have red-headed friends that look closely related, you know?
It's fucked up. I'm clipping that and sending it to him. You know what?
Don't do that, he'll kill me. He'll actually kill me.
Do a side-by-side on stream.
Oh,
So I saw this one late. I do think that this is a good one. I'll read it. Mary says, Florida alligators.
Florida alligators. All right. I think this is on scary side. Florida alligator. That being said, Florida alligators, that's just dogs. That one is a dog. You should go pet that one. God, this is so confusing to me. I don't know where I would put this. Bees want me to put it on the nice animal side. Orangutans are very middling. And alligator and black bear are scary, but Florida alligator specifically is minimally scary. So all that being said, processing the data, locking it in, I'm gonna go right. We're locked in.
Yo, holy moly, Bunny May sent level up sparks. Thank you so much, Bunny May, and a heart me. Thank you, thank you.
Guys, he says, I saw an orangutan at the zoo and yelled, brother, I see you, I will get you out.
Yeah, so the thing about orangutans, it is just a guy, it's just a dude.
It's just a dude. That dude can rip me in half.
They can
though.
rip you in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're concerningly strong. Scary animal, nice animal, how'd we do?
All right, we got there in the end.
Very nice. I shouldn't have said bees.
I'm a bee guy, man.
You're a big bee guy, but the reason I kind of went with it is some people are afraid of bees, and some people have been stung by bees, which is their fault. I know bees are typically very nice, but, you know.
I almost lashed out for a second. I had to be careful. I almost lashed out at the bee haters, all right?
Oh, okay.
Don't like bee, more like beach made. I did it. I said it. I said I wasn't going to, and I did it.
Bees are good because they're scary to be around, but not that scary. That's a good point. Professor Unknown says hi. Good to see you, Professor Unknown. I had a bee infestation in my roof, and they ate the walls multiple times and bit us. That's why I was going to say wood bees, because I think those are much scarier than regular bees.
See, if you said wood bees, I understand that, because wood bees are little shits.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, our next card is going to be boring person, fun person. We are down to 6 cards remaining. I was stung by a bee. It wasn't my fault. Flew through a metal fence and stung my finger. Really? And you sure it was a bee and not like a yellow jacket or something? But I don't know. Maybe you were invading their territory or stepped on a nest by mistake. Alright, I'm closing my eyes. I'm sending the die for this one.
See, a couple questions. How do you play the game? Riley J, there is a pinned video on our channel if you want to give that a look real quick. It'll go way better in details than anything I could say while we're live. And Harley Lucy Lion says, how do you get on the board? Harley, these are all people that have gone to the Board Gamers Patreon and are currently giving us at least $1. So if you want your name on the board, please throw a buck on the Patreon. Put that right up there.
Link in bio.
Link in bio, link in bio. Mark always taking the bees side.
Okay. I can die on that hill.
All right. Boring person, fun boring. Maxed out boring? People who don't like bees. What I say. Or mushroom foragers, one of the two. All right. Boring person, fun person.
I'm going to arson you.
That's where the blue 4 is. That's where the blue 4 is. I'm going to let some people give some clues. I'm gonna close up the door. Bam, Mark, you can look. I'm gonna say, not yours specifically, but the wider your mom.
The royal your.
The royal your.
I think that's a pretty fun person. Most people like their moms. Good stories to tell. Raised you, pretty fun. I don't know, not maxed out fun because that would be a clown. That's the funnest thing imaginable. But I'd say pretty fun.
Then let's go with coworkers.
Coworkers? Mm-hmm. Okay, that takes me back a little bit. Personally, I really like a lot of my coworkers, but I know the general consensus is probably not. I know there are plenty of people, I hear it is a pretty common sentiment that like, oh, the coworker is the only reason I don't blow myself up in my office. So, I'll say still a little bit fun.
All right. And last but not least, let's rip it with, our Russian friend. I love that one. Let's give car/gym guys.
Okay, so look.
Specifically, there are we know gym guys, but not the type I'm referring to, right?
Okay.
Like the people that is all they care about.
Yeah, friend of the stream, Jesse, certainly a gym guy, and I think they are a very fun person.
Yeah, but I think Jesse does more than just gym. That's not his main character trait.
It'll take me back a little bit. Out of respect for Jesse and some of the other gym people that I know, and for, you know, the car guy who might be lurking in the studio somewhere, I'm gonna say it's still on the fun person side. And, you know, respect for moms. Respect for moms, that's gonna be a fun person. And co-workers, they get you through the day. I'm locked in here.
All right, so honorable mentions.
Let's not think about Mark logic. Come on, guys.
Honorable mention, some people said Mark, and I was like, I can't give that clue. Mark's such a fun person. After you've evaluated these people, yeah, all right, they were right.
What? That's on you. That's on you. Can't start off with moms. That's messed up.
I don't know. I think I did the general like term of mom. I think, especially once you're older, right?
Right after Mother's Day too.
It's not right after Mother's Day. Don't say
Every
that.
day is after Mother's Day.
You.
I can't. I'm gonna defend my answer.
All right. Co-workers, though. I'm surprised that didn't make you push it onto the boring person side.
Moms don't have dad jokes. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm biased because I really like most of my coworkers from jobs that I've had.
That's true. If you did tell me you didn't like your current coworkers, I would be a little upset.
When I was working in the fire alarm safety stuff, there are a few people there. One person in particular who I met briefly, who I did not particularly like, but that's a story for a different time. Still liked most of them. Alrighty. When I worked in Windows sales too, I guess some of my coworkers were interesting.
You know, that's fair. I know about those coworkers.
I'll say any coworker my age is fun. All right, our next card is going to be optional, mandatory.
Nobody gets that joke. Nobody gets that joke. But that's fucking funny.
You should stop that, Thomas. No, bad.
You're doing the dial.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know if I want to tell that story on stream.
That's a milestone story. We'll tell that one at some point in the future when we hit a big milestone.
100K likes, how about that?
Oh!
I tell a bad coworker story. Alright, optional to mandatory. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I didn't open up the board, but Ogre's already said toilet paper. Do you still stand by that hint now that you're seeing the board? Alrighty, seeing some actual hints coming in. Ogre says yes, all caps. Alright, this is an interesting one. I like some of these coming in. I am setting it down, closing up the board. Corey, you may look. First one I saw that I really liked was from Zoe, waxing.
Waxing? Wax on, wax off, Danielson?
Yeah, that's what they meant.
I think it's definitely optional, which makes me more scared about the toilet paper answer. You don't have to wax. Be hairy. I don't know. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Let's see. Sam says fine china. Like either, I guess, using or owning fine china.
I mean, again, that just pushes me even further down than optional. You don't need fine china. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even say it's optional. I would say it's non-existent because the people who have fine china never use it. It just sits on a shelf or in a box somewhere.
Oh, and holy moly, I might be throwing, but this is an amazing hint from Mitch. I'll stand by it. Expiration dates. Let's see it. Where do you think that is, bud?
You're gonna make me do this. You're gonna make me throw the points in order to stand on business.
Expiration dates.
You're actually gonna make me throw points in order to stand on business. That's crazy.
Funny says, oh man.
Hey guys, it was a good run. You know, we were bound to lose points eventually. It's unfortunate this is the round we're gonna whiff and not get any points. So sorry to all of the viewers out there. No, I mean, listen, expiration dates, I think our Russian friend makes a very good point. Expiration dates are an estimate. They're not guaranteed. It's not like it hits midnight on the day of the expiration date and you gotta throw it out, right? It's not like there's an inspector waiting around the corner to make sure that you throw it away at midnight the night it expires.
Oh man, it's like bells tolling, the midnight bells. You're like halfway through a gulp of milk. Can we have a clue for normal people, Mark? Alright, if you want a normal...
Give me a normal clue.
A normal clue. Hair dye.
Alright, hair dye again, super optional. Super optional, you don't need to dye your hair. But the one thing I will give hair dye, and the reason why I can't max out hair dye, is because hair dye, whether it be colorful or whether it be just like, you know, lightening your roots or, you know, just dyeing your rays, it's all about self-confidence. That's the whole reason you dye your hair, in order to increase your self-confidence.
Very normal clue, says Hans.
So with that being said, I think it's pretty maxed out optional. I'm gonna tick it up a little bit because, you know, self-confidence. Again, waxing is the same vein. What was the second one you gave?
It was waxing. Crap. What was the other one? I'm exploding now.
No. Regardless, I think it's pretty far optional, not maxed out.
Yes. Expiration dates. How was the other one? Oh, the
Fine China. Fine China.
Yes.
Yeah, again, I'll take it a little further down for Fine China. You know, all of these things, they're not optional. They help with self-esteem. Fine China does make me take it down a little further, though.
Mitchman says, my girlfriend believes expiration dates are set in stone. I am going to send Adam Khan over to your house to explain why that's wrong.
No, he's so busy.
Adam Ruins Everything is going to show up and explain why that's malarkey. Optional, mandatory, let's see it!
Woo! Is that a 4?
Let's see.
Is that a banger?
That's a 3. That
No!
is a 3. Very nice. Yeah, so I saw a lot of people saying, or at least one person saying it many times, subtitles for this one. And I actually have to disagree. As someone who has made short films and has worked in film for a while, I do not think that subtitles are optional. I think for accessibility reasons, most things that are able to have subtitles should have subtitles, and a lot of people do need them. Not even just hard of hearing people, people who might not be able to focus on it otherwise. I do not believe they're optional.
I want to be very clear when I say this. I'm speaking only to the people that can absolutely hear what's going on and have no problem discerning dialogue through audio only. All right, those are the people. Anyone who has any trouble understanding dialogue in a movie, not speaking to you. All right. To the people who can, do you need me to jingle keys while you watch it as well? Little Subway Surfers in the corner?
Well, I don't mean it as like paying attention kind of thing, not necessarily. It's more like if multiple people are talking at once or things are happening fast, I might not be able to keep track of the words as they're being said in a movie. I might not catch all the lines of dialogue.
And that's fine. Again, like I said, the people who can't understand it all, that's fine. I'm not talking about you, all right? If you can't keep track of the audio, I'm not talking about you. But I know people that just have subtitles on just because it gives them something to focus on when they're watching the show.
If you need subtitles, your mix sucks.
And also, I watch a lot of Japanese media that needs subtitles. And yeah, you pick up on more details when subtitles are on. I agree. I'm a big subtitle supporter.
Subtitle guy over here.
Auditory processing kings and queens, stand up.
The person who said toilet paper for the clue says, what is Corey's opinion on the clue toilet paper? And I forgot who said that. I think if you have a bidet, that's where you place it. If you don't...
I'm a busy man. I don't got time to be wasting my life away wiping.
I use the 3 seashell method.
Oh, shut up. And somebody asked where's the subtitles for streams. I have no idea how to implement something like that. I know YouTube has a feature. I'm pretty sure it's enabled. Yeah, it would have to be some kind of AI. All of our shorts do have subtitles. I do make a conscious effort to do that. And I go through and correct them to make them accurate. But 2 cards, oh no, okay, that's 2 cards we've gone through. We are now at 4 cards remaining in the round.
Dang.
Our next card is going to be Boring Hobby, Interesting Hobby. Auto-generated subtitles always makes fun mistakes. Yeah. Tends to be a little distracting though.
See, check it, so you just don't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Shut up.
Very simple. This is perfect WikiHow on how to use it, all right? Boring Hobby, Interesting Hobby. The last time we played this card, it was a bloodbath. Even after stream, it was a bloodbath.
Mushroom foraging. Maxed out Interesting Hobby.
Boring Hobby, Interesting Hobby. Bam, bam. That's where the blue 4 is. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Give me some clues. Give me some clues. Let's see what you got. I am going to close up the board. Bam, Mark. You can look. Say knitting.
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 I hate this card. I hate this card so much. How am I going to trash somebody's hobby? How am I going to trash someone's hobby? If somebody tells me they do knitting, I think that's interesting. I know people who knit.
You're too nice for this card.
I know. Look,
nice.
I have...
That's admirable about you. But you need to lock the fuck in. All right.
I have a friend who, sorry if this is a little bit vulgar for stream, knits anatomically correct vaginas to do, like, sex education tours. And I think that's pretty interesting. But most people don't be doing that. So I'll say it's a little bit boring of a hobby.
I will say...
Boring hobby does not mean bad hobby. I love boring, relaxing hobbies. Okay, that's fair. Mark, can you pretend you're a normal person for this round?
Just gotta get in that mindset every time. You know what? Harley Lucy's line says coin collecting, but I believe who said that right above it Alicia specified counting money in general, or collecting money, excuse me.
Collecting or counting, because those are very different.
I'm gonna say, for the purpose of this clue, I'm gonna combine these 2 chatters clue and say collecting money.
Oh, counting people who collect money. You combine them.
No, okay, so you
All right.
chose to listen to the first part of my sentence and ignore the second half of it.
As per usual.
As per usual.
All right, collecting money. That's a boring hobby. That is a boring hobby. It's not maxed out boring because people have very interesting things to say when they collect money. I get very interested. Oh, why is this penny worth $200 when a normal penny's worth a penny? And they'll like buy stacks of coins and sort through them and make money because, you know, if it doesn't have a cool defect or a story, it's still worth what it's worth. But if it does have a defect, it's worth more. I think it's pretty interesting. Caused me to tick it up, but it's still colloquially a boring hobby, if I'm using that word correctly. Might not be. Oh, really?
Stuart, yeah. Editing assistant, that was their hobby. Now they're working as editing assistant on film and TV. Shout out.
Oh, very cool.
Let's go with, that's very cool, and I want to give it more attention, but I'm thinking of a clue. Let's go with, God, let's just go with, like, crossword puzzles.
All right.
I got some honorable mentions for you after you lock in.
Okay. I don't think it's maxed out. It's probably going to be close to maxed out, though. I need to pretend I'm a normal person. Close to maxed out. I think the maxed out answer is memorizing digits of pi. Get a hobby.
That is their hobby, man.
Get a better
Let them
hobby.
do it.
Get a calculator.
They're going to get to the end eventually.
I'm going to say it's very, very close to maxed out boring, but not quite maxed out. And I'm going to lock in right here.
All right.
You've clearly never played full contact crosswords.
Honorable mentions. Some cheeky wise guys in chat saying board games. All right. It's kind of messed up that you're here watching the stream and saying that. And also, I saw another chatter say Magic the card game. And I hate to break this to them. Probably the worst people to give that hint to. We are card game players to our core. That being said,
What the hell?
Why did you do that?
I'm flipping this table. Stream over. I'm done. I'm out of here. I had so much love in my heart for these hobbies.
That's so mean.
No more wavelength. We're done.
Say that, man?
I'm taking the board with me and leaving. Screw all of you.
I can't believe you would say that's so mean. I can't believe you say that. Oh, come on, Mark. That's fine. Money collect. You know how many cool different types of money there are? American half dollar, American full dollar, anything from a foreign country.
Mods, kill this guy.
Whoa.
Come on, crossword puzzles. You expecting crossword puzzles to take me up?
I feel the mods are trying to kill me.
Oh my goodness. You angered the board.
I
Look
angered
what
the mods.
you did. Hobby hater.
Yeah, you were on the interesting side, so we had to get you over somehow. That's very
I was
good.
like here when you said crossword puzzles.
No, you were closer to the right answer when I said just knitting.
Chat, I'm gonna blow up.
Well, that's my main goal.
All right. What's our next card gonna be? Our next card's gonna be best possibility, worst possibility. Interesting. Collecting coins was such a good guess. 3 cards remaining. Taking the board hostage now to threaten Corey. Mark, how dare you? God damn it! That's it. I'm giving you just the worst clues from here on out, and I'm gonna mock you.
Oh, so business as usual then. I mean, you set yourself up, man.
Can't believe you did that. Shocking. Arrest him. Worst possibility, best possibility, or best possibility, worst possibility. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. God damn it. I'm gonna be stewing about that last round for weeks to come.
I'm sorry, man.
Best possibility, worst possibility. Mark throwing the game, lol. I'm closing up the board. Corey, you may look. I like Purple Page Prince saying getting pulled over.
Getting pulled over.
Yes.
That's pretty bad. You don't want that to happen to you.
Ogre says getting cold food.
That's my mom is a curse. Every time we go out to a restaurant, something is always wrong. And she's not a picky person. It's just like her food comes out ice cold, or there's like hair in it. Like something that is very clearly a problem. Every time. It's a curse. It follows her every time we go out to eat anywhere. It's crazy. That being said, it's not like you have to eat it. You can just send it back and get, reheated. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a crisis situation, man. You don't have to ring any alarm bells.
And then last one from A, spilling coffee on yourself.
That's gonna stain. It's also hot coffee. Depends on what type of coffee, right? Is it normal hot coffee? Yeah, because that's like, you know, you can get burns from that.
It's M&M's.
Excuse me?
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Best line from all of Eminem's rap career. It's Marshall's. It's Marshall's coffee pot.
I'm just gonna lock in there. I'm just gonna lock in there, man. Just gonna lock in there.
Locked in. People are saying iced coffee. All right, so
Okay.
that's an awfully not hot coffee pot.
Get up. Stuart Patterson says I'm always late, but somehow it works out. Because there's such a thing as late if you turn up eventually. There is not. That's what we've been saying, Mark. They get it.
Coffee. Sorry, I had to make fun of the coffee pronunciation from y'all as a Brit myself. Wait till you hear Board Ghost say it. It's comical how he pronounces coffee.
We have made fun of him for years.
Best possibility, worst possibility, getting pulled over, spilling awfully hot coffee pot on yourself, and
You'll get there.
no, I won't. Luke said exploding, so I'll go with that. Exploding!
Yeah,
Very nice!
it was blow up.
Board Ghost. That's a 3!
Oh, shit.
Very nice, solid 3. We're down to 2 cards remaining.
Oh, that's so bad. We're at 9.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta lock in. You gotta stop causing me to throw.
Also, this marker is dying. Oh my gee, is this Rhett and Link in a different font? Dude, I hope we're wingdings.
Alright. Corey hates this card. We're doing the card anyway. Book was better, movie was better. 45 still in sight. It's off on the horizon. I see it.
I don't read!
Book was better, movie was better. This is for all those who read in chat.
Any readers? Any reader? New Times Roman? I'll take it, I guess. No Corey or Comic Sans? No! No! Before I even open the board, Mama says, just say Harry Potter. I guarantee you there's probably a Harry Potter movie that'll put you anywhere on this board.
Yes. Yeah, name a specific Harry Potter.
Alright. Chat, what's the Harry Potter movie? Book was better, movie was better. That's where the blue 4 is. Katie Buck says, I as a reader have been summoned.
Yes, please do not give just Harry Potter hints. The Harry Potter ones are all just middling.
Now, chat, keep in mind, you might be goated with the sauce in terms of reading and might have the perfect hint. I, as not a reader, am going to struggle here. Mark, you can look. I am going to say, okay. I got 2 people saying the same Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix.
That one's definitely a book was better. Undoubtedly a book was better.
All right.
My justification for that is if I remember correctly, most of the book is about having the Order of the Phoenix, running under Umbridge's nose, and a lot of the suspense came from the internal dialogue and those small little moments of them trying to hide the existence of the club from her and others. And I think that cannot be properly conveyed in a movie, or at least I don't think it was conveyed the best way in the movie. Instead, it was more building up towards that moment where they burst through the wall and discover everyone. What's this guy yapping about?
I have never read. Not once. Never done it. Can you believe that?
Yes.
I don't know how I got by. Don't yes and me this time. You can let the yes and go every now and then. All right. It helped me a lot. Helped my feelings. Let's go with any Stephen King book.
Any Stephen King book.
Any. Take your pick. Kind of like the average.
Well,
Those
in
are how
that
you pronounce
case,
vowels.
if we're talking about it, I do notably think the movie was better because it forgot about a certain scene that was in the book. That pushed me pretty far to the movie was better because it excluded that scene where they all have sex with each other at the end.
Again, this is like the average.
I don't know how many other books they all had sex with each other in. I don't know what's going on.
I guess that's fair. If that's the only Stephen King book you've read, kind of weird. But okay.
It's like, oh, and Misery, you know? What if there was a secret chapter towards the end where they all had sex together? Or, let's see, what's the movie? It's 14 something. It's the movie about the room. Is that a Stephen King adaptation? 1412 or something like that.
I thought that was Tommy Wiseau.
No. Whatever. I'm gonna say book was better, and we skip over the chapter where they all have sex with each other. 1408. Thank you. 1408, I do believe, was based off a Stephen King book, and the movie for that was goated. That was a very good one. Thank you, Sam. I'm gonna say it's a little bit towards movie where book was better then. Mark, I'm gonna reach smut.
I'm going to say, God, I feel like this is a good hint. However, I'm seeing a couple variations on it, and it's been so long since I've read the books, I don't know which variation of this hint that's being given in chat is correct. So I'm just going to go a little more generic. I'm going to say The Hunger Games. Not the specific book, just the trilogy.
I saw people were saying Mockingjay specifically.
That might be right. It's been too long since I've read Mockingjay. I don't know for sure.
That's book was better. Its classic book was better. It's just, the movies were good, but they weren't good enough to be like, wow, this is better than the book. If you enjoyed the movies, read the book. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And we're gonna lock in right here.
All right. Where would you put The Outsiders?
Way on book was better.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Do you know 1408 actually has more than one ending depending on where you watch it? I did not know that, Sam. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Satan, if you want your name on the board, $1 on the Patreon. I'll take 10,000 years. Hell, I stand on business. Link it bio. All right. Call me Mr. Krabs, because I'll take 10,000 years in hell for $1.
Wow.
All right, let's see what we got. Book was better. Movie was better. Bam!
Oh, okay, I pushed a little bit too far at the end.
Is it still 2 though?
Pushed a little bit too far. That is a 2. Very nice, very nice. We were still on the board. That's fine. With Hunger Games, Mockingjay was an amazing movie, but the mental state of Katniss was severely missed. I would agree with that assessment. It is hard.
That sounds right.
Books that rely on mental state are really hard to adapt into film. I think there's an element of that in Order of the Phoenix as well that isn't quite captured. It's been a little while since, so I won't comment on it fully. One card remaining, and then code words, as some have called it.
Code words?
Code words.
My favorite type of words. Codes.
Here's an interesting one. This is a counterpart to sexy villain, unsexy villain. Sexy superhero, unsexy superhero. What do you think? What do you think? Corey with the unfathomable greed.
This one's fucked up because I'm the superhero guy, and you're giving me this one? That's really fucked up of you, but alright, let's run it.
For a movie card with Mark, that was surprisingly good. Do you guys ever reset the board or all the Patreons you ever had on there? We attempt to update the board every little while or so. Because, you know, some people leave, some people join. We try to keep an active tally.
It's only active members.
It's only active members, yes. I think I'm too young for this clue. We'll see. Alright, sexy superhero, unsexy superhero.
I mean, like, Batman's been around since the 40s, so I don't think you have an excuse.
This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. Just got paid today, so I might become one. Ooh.
Oh.
Very exciting. Yes, BOARDGAMES can't update it live. All right, we got a lot coming in. We got a lot of good ones coming in. All right, sexy superhero, unsexy superhero. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. Okay, all right, let's go with it. Great one, Morgie. Great one. Miss is incredible.
All right. We good here? We done? Can we move on?
I'll read a few more. Why not? Why not? I saw Wonder Woman in the beginning. Biochem Geek says Wonder Woman.
All right. Yep. Amazonian.
And final one, Jessica Gomes, also known as Jessica Jones. Jessica Gomes.
Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones makes you want to take it up a little bit. Mostly because I've only seen season 1 of the TV show, and that's all I know about her. But it's Invisible Woman and Wonder Woman, or not?
No.
Fantastic Girl.
Yeah, Mrs. Incredible.
Mrs. Incredible, Fantastic Girl. Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And Jessica Jones. Ooh, Eraserhead, My Hero Academia. I don't know if Corey knows that one.
I do know that one.
Okay.
I do know that one. Not for me. Man. I'm struggling here.
Is chat aggregator back? It is not.
I'm gonna take it up a little bit for Jessica Jones just because I don't know enough about her, and I want to save feet for Tarantino, as we say.
Eraserhead, David Lynch.
All right, maxed out. No, I'm gonna take it up a little bit. I'm lock it in there.
Locked in there. I'm
Lock it
thoroughly
in.
insulted by that.
What?
I think Jessica Jones is a sexy superhero. All right.
I just don't know enough.
Let's see how we did. Woo! You're right to tick it up. You may have ticked it up too far, though. Yep, that is a 3. You should have considered Eraserhead by David Lynch.
Should we consider Eraserhead by David Lynch?
Mark just doesn't read. SMH Lisa. I did see IAS Gaming saying, idea, make the Patreon list into a tree whose people's names are on the branches so we can draw squirrels. I really like that idea in concept.
I think you think we have more board space than we actually do.
The issue is we just don't have space to do that.
It's a great idea if we had a bigger board.
Save room for Eraserhead. I also can't believe you don't think Eraserhead's a sexy superhero.
For My Hero,
Yes.
I think he's schlumpy.
What the hell? What? That's where the sex appeal comes from. And then his hair stands up, and he's all cool like. And even the villain's like, you're so cool. If the villain says you're so cool, how could they not be super cool and or sexy?
He's also nonchalant.
Yeah.
Hella nonchalant.
All right, well, it is time to pull up the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook to see how we did. I am flipping to the back where it has a chart that tells us how we did based off the score. We scored a 14, meaning the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is so close.
So close.
All caps, so close. So a lot of people are saying Deadpool.
I did see that too. I don't think a single one of these people who are saying Deadpool has ever seen him without the mask on. Because like that, notably, that is like a defining character trait of Deadpool.
Oh, that might do it for him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you're in, whatever you're into, man.
That could be the bit.
All right. Well, we are now going to play Codenames.
Codenames!
Hey, you both. How are you guys? We're doing good, Sky. Good to see you. Yo, and Sky sent 2 roses as well. Thank you so much. We need a bigger board.
Mitch, he's not like a sexy avocado. I don't think an avocado can be sexy.
Well, I mean.
Speak for yourself.
I am.
Speak for someone else who finds avocados sexy.
That's just, all right, man.
All right, we're gonna play Codenames.
Codenames!
Do you want to reset the score for us as I explain how we play?
I'd be resetting the score.
Yes. All right. So, how do we play this game? Well, there are 25 words laid out on the board. Your job is to find out every single blue field agent. There are 9 of them. Your job is to discover all 9 blue field agents. Well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to figure out which of these belong to the blue team? Well, one of us, either me or Corey, is going to be the spy master who has the answer key. We're the only one who knows which belong to the blue team, which belong to the red team, which ones are misses, and so forth. And in order to get you to properly guess which are our blue field agents, we are going to give you 1-word clues that connect these words on the board together somehow. So, just for example, if I were to say reindeer for 3, that means there are 3 words on this board that are somehow connected to the hint reindeer. And I was doing this fast, so this might not be a perfect connection, but what I was immediately thinking of was the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song, where they go, actually this might be a different song, where they go, bells on Bob's tail ring. So that would be connecting Belle and Bob.
Bob's sled.
What?
You said Bob's tail?
Yeah, isn't that?
Bobsled.
I thought they were talking about the reindeers, like Bob's tail. There's a reindeer named Bob.
So, I'm so sorry to break this to you. There is not a reindeer named Bob in Santa's sleigh.
What the fuck?
I know,
What the
I know.
SMH.
It's tragic.
Well, anyway, I was doing this very fast. But anyway, you get one-word hints, or if I were to say water for 2, maybe that'll be a better one.
Mark's right.
Is it actually?
Bobtail's ring.
What the?
Vindicated! Vindicated! Woo! Let's go! Let's go!
The definition now.
Jingle bells. Okay.
Congrats to Bob on that promotion. He deserved
Congrats.
it. He deserved it, man.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Bob.
And Bob.
Yes, if somebody figured it out right away. If I were to say water for 2, I'm trying to connect drip and humidifier. Yes. So that is the basics of how the game works. You could also guess incorrectly. I say water and you go, oh, water drop, and you guessed drop. That would be a miss. What happens if you get a miss? Well, the turn is automatically ended. You are no longer allowed to make guesses, and I'm forced to give you a new hint. But before I give you a new hint, I have to reveal a red field agent. The red field agents are the bad guys. We do not want them on the board. Also, if you guess incorrectly and be like water, oh, you use water to grow oranges, and you guess orange, that would also end your turn, but it's much worse because you incorrectly guessed a red one. So now a second red one is revealed at the turn end. Final note, there's one singular word on this board, which is the assassin. That will immediately end the game with a game loss. You have to avoid that at all costs. Yo, Dr. Cillier showing off the custom subscriber emotes in YouTube chat, and also sent a small army of squirrels. Holy moly, thank you so much, Dr. Cillier.
See, Mitch says Corey's punishment is to listen to Christmas music all night. Mitch, I hate to break this to you. I'm sorry to ruin this illusion for you, but I am the type of person, the second I'm leaving Thanksgiving dinner, the Christmas music in my car goes on, and it does not go off until January. I am that person. I am so sorry.
I generated a new board. We're playing for realsies now. I will be going first.
Woo!
Sports sucks. Should let Corey go first. Let's see.
Not the squirrel army again.
Squirrel.
Casey, do you have a
army,
fear of
boy.
squirrels? It's okay if you do. You can say it. This is a safe space. They're cute as hell. I love squirrels. The whole squirrel army thing started because I was talking about how much I freaking loved squirrels. My family used to squirrel watch all of the time. Or says I've never seen a squirrel. Are squirrels not like worldwide? Do you just like live in Antarctica or something? Do you live in like the frigid north? Or the frigid south if you're that far? I did not realize. Not realize. No squirrels here? What the hell? Corey, what the hell is a squirrel? You'll see in one day, Luke, I promise. Mitch says, yeah, that might be true, but apparently you don't listen to Christmas music. Might need some subtitles. Mitch, I assure you, it's not that I don't listen to it, it's that I simply am stupid. That's it. That's as far as that goes. Corey finally escaped IHOP. Bella, I have! I made it out of purgatory. I am here. Happy Friday. Welcome in. Canada, we have fat squirrels, and like Florida has skinny squirrels. You know, that's surprising. If the U.S., if we're talking about U.S. versus Canada squirrels, I would have always assumed the U.S. squirrels were the fat ones. But that might just be my bias showing.
All right, your first hint of the evening is going to be true crime for 3.
True Crime for 3 is podcast on the board.
It's not.
Damn it! Squirrels are everywhere but Australia and Antarctica. Ah, the two hellscapes of the world. No, shout out Australia. They're great.
True
Braver than me.
crime for 3.
Court, scared. Court. I think court. Yeah, true crime. True crime's got court. Mark, show me court.
That is correct.
Bang!
Very nice, very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice.
Scared. Scoundrel for those criminal rapscallions. Apathy. Scared. I've seen more scareds. I think I'm gonna go scared and then scoundrel. Lock in scared.
And scared?
Lock it scared.
That is correct.
Hey.
Very nice. That is 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice.
Foiled, as in foiled again, like Scooby-Doo. Scoundrel, scoundrel. I like scoundrel. Those true crime people are scoundrels. Criminal rapscallions, as the country Mozart puts it. Apathy is also another popular one, but I'm going to show my bias. Give me scoundrel.
That is a miss.
Just a miss, though.
Just a miss. That is fine. You still got 2 good ones. It's now time for me to reveal a red one. I am going to reveal...
Apathy. Apathy.
Going to reveal Winter as belonging to the
No! I love Winter, man. That's fucked up. Can't believe you just ruined it like that. Alright, so Apathy, I'm thinking, is probably the front runner. You're too excited for Apathy. You're right. I need to be apathetic towards it. You're so right. I need to align my thinking. Winter is best season proves me wrong. Casey, I can't because you're objectively correct. So I'm sorry, I can't. Mute equals true crime. Why mute? Do you listen to true crime podcasts on mute? Foil? Somebody else said foil too. Foiled again like Scooby-Doo. I don't... That sounds just stupid enough to be a mark hint. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Winter's the best season. Prove me right. No. It's on you to prove otherwise. You're making the claim. Maybe Dart, because that's what they do after committing the crime. Oh.
Your next hint is going to be power lines for 3.
Power lines for 3? Say apathy because the way content creators speak on cases. They're so apathetic to them. That makes sense.
Ashton sent 5 squirrels. Thank
Telephone!
you so much.
Telephone! Oh, it's telephone! Mark, show me telephone!
That is correct! Very nice. Very nice. That is 3 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Bang! Absolutely amazing. Telephone. Power lines. Nest, because they be nested on them power lines. It's kind of messed up that birds are able to sit on power lines just fine and we can't. Like, we get electrocuted and shit if we try. That's messed up. Well, only briefly.
Yeah, I'll help you up next time.
Can't touch the gun.
Air, nest, flue, vacuum, air, because they're in the air. All right, I'm seeing enough airs to convince me. I don't know what else it could be. Show me air.
Nope. That is a red one. Now it is time to reveal yet another red one. I'm going to reveal... Dot.
No! I can't believe it. Code. Digital stuff back in the day. Luke's thinking ham. All right, yeah, it's not on the board, but we can guess it. Darfilian says you can touch a single power line. Technically, everyone can catch a bullet once. At least. Some people multiple times, but at least once you can catch it. Vacuum cord, vacuum.
Much like our dear president, John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, you did catch that bullet. How does this game work? Maddie's, it's very simple. He's going to give us a clue, followed by a number. That number and word correlate to how many words on this 5x5 grid beneath me relate to the word he gave us. And our job is just to figure out which words correlate to the one he gave. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's really all you need to know to start playing.
Television for 2.
So there are 2 words on this board that relate to television in some way, shape, or form. Got to figure out which ones. There are some other rules, context clues based off of previous hints, yada, yada, yada. That's all you need to know to play the game. Tube for sure. Tube, television, tube. Foil like the old guys. Mute. You put the TV on mute and tube. Mark, show me mute. People were saying that earlier. It makes sense now.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 4 out of your 9 field agents discovered.
And let's go tube. That's the other one. Chad is screaming.
Very nice. Thank you, British viewers. Thank you, British viewers. All right. You still have another guess? If you want to go for one of the old ones, either true crime or power lines.
True crime or power lines were the other clues that he gave. We're still missing 1 for true crime and I believe 2 for power lines. Foil, I swear, foil. So foil, apathy, and code. You watch a lot of true crime, whether it be court cases or people going over court cases.
Yep.
So you would
Police
know that
interrogations.
you would know they're pretty apathetic. in those. So show me apathy.
That is correct.
Bang!
Very nice. You are now out of guesses. That is 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. It's now going to be time for me to reveal a red one.
Casey says, we've been saying foil since the beginning. Come on, give us what we want.
I am going
It's number 1.
to...
Number 1. I can't do it now. That's number 1.
Cover... Alps.
Alps! No, I wanted to go there. One day. One day I'll travel to the Alps. Murderers are punks. Scoundrel rapscallions and punks, those murderers. I think if you watch someone commit a cold-blooded murder, whether it be in a true crime video or podcast, or just like raw, on the street, IRL, and you go, that guy's a punk, I think you have lived a life that I cannot conceive. If that is the only thing you think of when murderers come to mind. Punk! You pull out a megaphone as someone commits a murder and just scream punk at them. What's the game's name? It is Codenames. Codenames.
Cool. Okay, I think we got it. All coming together now. All coming together now. We got 3 left. Can I connect them all? Maybe. We'll see how this clue goes, how this plays. Round for 3.
Round for 3? Is egg on the board? Any eggs? It's brush trust. Brush? Why brush all of a sudden? Why did 2 people immediately come out swinging brush? Brush. Or brush is round? I think of like a hairbrush. I guess maybe. Round brush. Roller, seal, roller. Rollers are round. That makes sense to me. Mark, show me roller.
That is correct. That is correct. That is now 7 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Nest. Nest around, and it would make sense for power lines too. Mark, show me nest.
That is correct. There is 1 blue field agent remaining. You have 1 left. Your clue is round for 3.
Dartboards are round. Foil. Brush. Oh my god. Foil's not round. Foil. Poll time. I don't want to be. If the people really want foil, I will let them have it. I don't think it is. But if that is what the people want, then by God, I will give them what they want.
Alright, what are the cards?
Foil, brush, dart, and last one will do seal. That's because I saw one person in YouTube and TikTok say it at the same time.
Alrighty, the poll has started. You have 1 minute to let your voices be heard.
I'm on the brush train, but if enough people in chat are naysayers saying foil, we'll do it. We'll see if it's just a loud minority or if it truly is the census of the people.
I got an answer I'm voting for sure.
Well, I would hope, because if you didn't, that's bad for us.
It might be I'm rooting for the yellow as opposed to the 2 reds and assassin.
He's a fine-looking guy. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah, you know, he's got some energy to him.
Round brush is a thing, but do these 2 know that? Odds I didn't. Question is, does he? I mean, he's a hairman. Look at all of that up there. So surely. It has to be seal, man. Look at these round blubbers. I feel like that's wrong to call a seal blubber. I feel like that's kind of fucked up. Blubber? Not as in like the noun, but as in like a proper noun. I wasn't gonna go that far, but now that you mention it, yeah, a little bit.
Brush is the winner with 23 votes.
All right, Dart is the winner on YouTube. Nope, just kidding. Oh, it's going back and forth. Elbow. Brush one on YouTube. Show me brush.
That is incorrect. This is your real red one. This is your real Dart. Your final hint's gonna be blubber for 1.
Seal.
That is correct.
Oh my God, the blubber truthers had it.
Oh,
Look, I forgot about round brushes. Okay, I have to admit. I completely forgot. I wasn't looking at the red ones as much. I was just thinking seals are round, nests are round, rollers are round. I think we got it. That's wrong, Mark. Was like a ball on the seal's nose. No, it's just, you know, fat little round thing. Yeah, Spheal from Pokemon.
One of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Fucking love you, Spheal.
Seals are round. Should have listened to us sealers.
I'm sorry.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
When it comes down to that, I got so many people in chat screaming different things at me. I just gotta see what the majority census is. I'm not confident. I don't want to risk it all.
Shows the assassin. It was mentioned once or twice, but wasn't seriously considered. It was, in fact, Opener. Opener was the assassin.
Oh, is that the guy who made the bomb?
What?
The atom bomb. Opener.
Oppenheimer.
Oh.
What a stretch. What a fucking stretch.
I didn't know we were in yoga class, dude.
You know, hey.
You could have given me 10 guesses to figure out that joke. I would not have.
Listen, we go live 3 hours at a time. Me 4 days a week. They can't all be winners. All right. We can't have our best material 24/7. Sometimes we got to get past the stinkers so we can find the good ones.
What were the true crime clues, as somebody asked? It was court, it was scared, it was apathy. Those were the good ones.
Nailed it.
Mark throwing the game again. I think we ended with a score of 2, right? Come on, for game to look. We'll win next round. I'm going to call it 2.
Okay.
Very nice. We will do better next round. I'm going to generate another board for Corey.
Dr. Facilier says they can't all be, but you'd think there'd be at least one by now. But Country Mozart and Mitch liked it, and that means a lot coming from both of them. So I'll take that as a win.
Well, all right, new board. You're gonna have to hit clear board because I covered some. So
what? No.
Yeah, thank you. New board. The score to beat is 2. Corey wrote the 2 right where I put my tallies. Amazing. Okay. I'll fix it myself.
Well, buddy, I got other fish to fry here. All right.
There's a big old previous round right here, and he wrote nowhere near it. All right. Previous round is 2.
You know, I'm fighting for my life over here, Mark, because God gives his toughest soldiers, me, his hardest battles, streaming without having a tummy ache. All right. So I'm out here fighting for my life. I'm not really considering where to put the 2. It's not important. I'm a certified tummy ache survivor right now, chat.
All right. 9 blue field agents hidden on this board somewhere. We're gonna have to start guessing them. And you remember when Corey gave the clue and the first card Mark guessed was the assassin?
Which time?
It happened more than once. Did Corey get to see Thomas's amazing Codenames game yesterday?
I did not. I caught stream twice. One time, at the end, Price is Wrong. I watched that whole thing. And the other time, I was in the bathroom scrolling TikTok as you do, and the stream came up in my feed. And as it came up, as if by the grace of God himself, or Satan since he's in the chat, I heard the only thing that came out of your mouth was, yeah, I'm using Corey's logic for the main character, side character, you know, he was right, he made a really good point. And I'm like, yes, I did.
Okay, every once in a while you have a point. Dr. Facilier asks what do the instructions say about the 2? Well, if I pull up the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook, which is not the game we are playing right now, and flip to the back, seeing how we did for a 2, the message we get is, are you sure it's plugged in?
No! Well, it's not. Actually, it's not. Because we're not playing Waveform, we're playing Codenames, so it's actively not plugged in.
Isn't the scoring reversed in this game?
No, you want a high score.
Okay.
You do want a high score in this game. All right, I need to start looking at these.
I need to stop getting distracted.
All right, I looked at it.
Let me lock in.
Let's see. We got Observatory on this board. Protestant's back. We gotta take Protestant off this damn. I'm confused. Sorry, I shouldn't have pulled out that rulebook. It was confusing. But yes, Corey is going to give us a hint to connect some of these words on the board together. There are 9 blue field agents that we're looking for. Corey's going to give us hints.
I need to look up a definition. Don't stare at my computer. You're not allowed to peek.
Okay. Yesterday we were recounting old high school stories. We did the same thing with Austin. Would recount old high school stories when the other person was doing the board. I'm not sure if I have any stories left to tell. I probably do, but I'm not remembering all of them right now. We did theater back in high school. Any theater enjoyers in chat? We'll be streaming later on this evening. No, we will not. We are doing an early stream for
Early
Friday.
stream.
Monday at 6 and 11.
We'll be returning on Monday at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, which is 11 p.m. London. I enjoy theater. Yeah, we did tech crew, and occasionally I did some acting. But we were mostly tech crew people. Took theater all 4 years. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Hello, Liv. Good to see ya. Are you guys in London? No, but a lot of our viewers are, so we give the 11 p.m. London time to be considerate to them. Yo, JD sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Theater is my life. I'm watching Wicked right now. Lol. I actually have not seen Wicked yet.
I heard someone describe to me, and it's so accurate. As somebody who is both a theater kid and a Marvel guy, Wicked is endgame to theater kids.
I've heard.
It's so true.
You mean 11 p.m. Newcastle time? I don't know what that is.
More like 11 p.m. Newport time, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, isn't that every hour?
That's every hour on the hour, dog. Don't smoke, kids. I got your hint for you! Speaking of London, Prince Harry for 3.
Prince Harry for 3? Okay. I mean, personally, I'm looking at pillow. I have a Prince Harry pillow in my bedroom. Life size. Most people do. Ginger. Okay, Ginger, yeah.
Trash in all caps immediately coming in.
Trash. Gore, show me Ginger.
Ginger.
Woo! Very nice. That guy's a ginger.
He do be.
That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Night. Fancy. You've not watched Wicked or Paddington. Get out. Fancy. Do we want to go with fancy over trash? Is that what they do with the pinky up? Oh, pinky up. Fancy over trash. Is he Protestant? Blueprint. Fancy.
Fancy.
I'm having too much fun saying it. Show me fancy.
Fancy. Bang! He is fancy.
Pinky up, fancy.
Fancy.
It's like the SpongeBob. Pinkies up.
You know, I haven't watched Paddington, but I have seen the scene where he's in the prison making marmalade sandwiches on TikTok at least 300 times. Does that count?
Yes, I'm sure it's the whole movie.
All right.
I think Protestant is a safe guess. He's ridden in a lot of limousines. Ooh, a limousine Mary. Knight would be more
Classic.
believable. Notably, he has not been knighted. Is that correct? Go pillow from Mark's pillow. I don't think knight makes sense. He has not been knighted. He might be Protestant, though. I see a lot of people saying Protestant. I believe the Church of England is Protestant. Corey, show me Protestant.
Bang! We've done it! We've done it!
Holy moly, good job, Prince Harry!
It came in use!
That is now 3 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad at all. W indeed.
I've done the impossible. I've given a good clue for Protestant. Now, are you passing?
Yes,
All right.
I'll pass.
I will reveal a red.
It's a good start, indeed.
Let's get rid of pepper.
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 Now you can say salt and pepper. What was the assassin? Last round, the assassin was opener. We do not know where the assassin is on this board. See, Mark, Corey doesn't throw the games. Casey, look, he could still throw. And just because we have a good start, I've had good starts before. You know, I've had 3 clues land.
All right, Mark, I'm going to show you one. I'm going to make sure this is legal. I think it is. I'm pretty confident, but I'll see what you say.
He's not a knight by default? No, I don't think so. Just a prince, yeah.
That would be like saying,
Like Joe Biden's a soldier by default.
yeah, like more like Joe Biden is like a mayor.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Soldier might be also a good analogy.
Does the person giving a hint want the other person to guess the assassin or not? No assassin. Assassin is bad, automatically ends the game. Name one instance. SMH. I'll go back and pull up the tapes. It's a fine start, but no skibbity.
Is this... I hate that that's still my best clue I've ever given. Do you think it's good?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Do you do 0 for clues in this version ever? Yes.
Yes.
It's a very powerful hint to give.
Bam! Opening ceremony for 3!
Opening ceremony for 3. Looking at maybe speakers, possibly. Limousine. You can pull up in a limousine to opening ceremony. Wave. Oh, because you're waving during the opening ceremony, or maybe doing the wave. Has anyone done the wave? That's a whole lot of fun. Wave. Limo.
The wave.
Check it out.
Check it out.
All right, I'm gonna go with wave.
Go with wave. Where's it on the board? Where's
Top
it on
row.
the board? Bang!
Okay, chat, that one's not on me. That one's not on me. A lot of people saying wave in TikTok and YouTube chat. That one's not on me, okay? We can consider we're missing 3 for wave.
Bang!
It's probably gonna be speaker, limousine, deaf limousine, and time, says Dr. Slake. Trash. It is not on Kelsey Weasel. There are a lot of people saying wave.
All right, let's get rid of as a red. Let's get rid of.
Birth is all of our opening ceremony. Show me hospital. Maybe, Ons, maybe.
I'm gonna get rid of this word because I don't know what this means. Observator?
Observatory.
Oh, it's cut off on the thing.
Okay,
Doesn't fit.
gotcha. I'll
Bam!
make a note of that.
What is an it's written, it's 2 lines on the board. From my point of view, it says Obser and then Vader. I'm like, is Star Wars canon expanding and I just didn't know it? Is there a Darth Vader and an Observator now?
It's a place where you look at the stars.
But that's not important right now.
Observatory people observe an opening ceremony. Ooh, maybe.
Well, not anymore.
That was a travel agent level miss. All they do at opening ceremonies is wave. Well, you know, it's easy to miss, especially some of the yellow ones. We'll consider, I think speakers and limo are really safe bets.
I think, and maybe this is on me, I shouldn't say this. No, never mind.
Maybe hospital, because during the opening ceremony, people get rowdy enough they'll be sent to the hospital. Possibly. Just smile and wave. Indeed. Okay, but we're still doing good. We still have 3 of our red field agents discovered, which is not bad. We only got a miss, which is a whole lot better than guessing a red. I still think blueprint. Can you explain blueprint, Mint? Just because, like, I don't know, they have a layout or design, like, they designed a building using a blueprint, now they're having an opening ceremony for that building. Agreed to blueprint. I'm not sold, but I'll keep it in mind. Time, because you have a certain time to be there. Because it rhymes with their name. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Oh, blueprint, like a blue mint. Oh, because it rhymes. Gotcha. That makes sense. Blueprints are drawings that are shown how to build something. I was aware of that, Dr. Cillier. I wasn't sure how it related to an opening ceremony. Professor Unknown says, I'm back. Welcome back, Professor Unknown. Good to see you. Corey is currently thinking of a clue for us.
I'm thinking real hard, man. I'm locking it in.
That's my job, lol. Are you an architect, Miss Montana? Would it be an architect who does blueprints? Or an engineer, perhaps?
I'm pretty sure that's just like an architect's job.
Okay. Not familiar.
Pretty sure that's like their entire thing.
I'm a drafter. Ooh, that's fun. Very cool.
Oh,
also,
man.
Interesting fact, blueprints aren't blue anymore. That is an interesting fact. Why did they used to be blue? It's both architectural and engineering.
This is such a silly hint. I'm gonna go with it.
Drafter and a project manager. Ooh, that is very exciting.
I'm ripping it.
My friend's an architectural engineer drawing blueprints. Yeah, I'm curious why they used to be blue. Why that was the standard, or why they moved past that standard and they're no longer blue. Because of a light-sensitive blue dye that was used when copying blueprints. Oh, interesting.
All right, you ready for this hint?
Uh-huh.
Prince of Persia for 2.
Prince of Persia for 2. I have not seen that movie.
I think there are gonna be some knowers in chat.
Okay. Prince of Persia 4-2. What are we thinking for this? We can consider old ones. Knight, IDK this clue. Knife, Tim. Is Tim on this board? Seeing some knights.
Who call him?
Replication is not allowed, lol. Replications of blueprints? Or is that a quote from Prince of Persia? Fortnite. Fortnite is also a game. I think he meant time. Does Prince of Persia have to do with time? Is time a factor? Knife, wind. Oh, Prince of Persia, is that the one? I remember a scene where they throw a knife through a window and somebody jumps in front of it. He can stop time. Okay, Corey, show me time.
Bang!
Woo! Very nice. That is now 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice. Isn't it a time travel movie? I'm back, guys. Did you miss me? Of course, Shit Talker Central. Good to see you. Speakers. Yeah, we can consider some old opening ceremony hints now if we're not confident about Prince of Persia. Playing a movie through speakers. Oh, speakers made sense for opening ceremony too, as did the limousine. Do you want to go knife? See, knife. He can fly using the wind. Dr. Facilier says knife, and I trust their opinion on movies like this. It's more of a kid's movie, right?
Prince of Persia? No.
Never mind. Knife. All right, Corey, show me knife.
Knife!
Oh, very nice. That is now 5 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Let's go.
It's both a video game and a movie.
We have one more guess. Let's relate it back to opening ceremony. Do we want to say speakers or limo? Those are the ones I was leaning towards. Or even blueprint. Speakers. Corey, show me speakers.
Speakers!
Woo, let's go. That is now 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered, and we are out of guesses.
Bang! Yeah, Prince of Persia. It was a game, and there was also a movie made about it, where it was the Dagger of Time.
Okay.
Bang, bang, bang. All right. Let's reveal teacher. SMH. They're always out to get you.
Teachers betrayed us.
Always out to get you. No, we love W teachers.
If you don't mess up, we could get a 5, says Dr. Facilier. That is a good point. That's a very good score. Corey just has to connect 3 words together. What determines the number of guesses we have? The number that Corey writes on the board is the number of guesses we have plus 1. So Corey wrote 2 on the board, meaning we had that plus 1 guesses. We had 3 guesses that round. So sometimes you'll see that Corey might say a hint for infinite. And what that means is you have infinite guesses, just guess till you run out. But the downside to that, the reason he doesn't say infinite every round, is because it's useful. The number tells us how many connections we're looking for. So there's only 3 cards remaining. So if he gives us a hint for 2, what that means is his hint only applies to 2 of the words we're looking for. And that last one we're looking for is not related to the hint that he gave. So those can be useful sometimes.
I got one for 3.
Okay, wow.
Say helipad.
Helipad.
Helipad for 3!
Helipad.
Why did you say helipad like Chicken Jockey?
Helipad.
Would have been a much better movie.
Wind, hospital, winds. The only helipads I've ever been on are ones at hospitals. Don't worry, I was not airlifted, I was doing safety inspections. Corey, show me hospital.
Bang! Hospital!
Very nice, that is now 7. 7 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Wind, that makes a whole lot of sense. Corey, show me wind.
Bang! Wind!
Woo! Very nice.
Because you blow on the helipad!
Because you blow the helipad.
What?
That is now 8 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Fortnite, Link, headache, ow, so loud. That was a convincing argument. Is there anything else we want to consider? Fortnite. Is there a helipad in Fortnite? Switch.
Fortnite.
Limousine. That is a good point. We're still missing one from opening ceremony, presumably, unless we got it in one of the other hints. So, could it be Blueprint? Do we want to consider Blueprint? Because if we're missing one from opening ceremony, and Blueprint was a valid one for that, you could also have a Blueprint for a helipad. Casey says no. Biochem Geek says limo. How is a limo related to a helipad? Is it just rich people use them? Rich people have limos and helipads? No. Limo, you take a limo to your helicopter. When is the OF dropping? Can't lie, haven't a clue.
Promise. Keep waiting.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it to a poll. We are, in fact, going to put it to a poll.
Oh, he's making me put up a poll?
Because I do not feel confident. We are going to start a new one.
Why did you just make a yes-no poll on YouTube? That's crazy.
All right, your options are going to be Blueprint. It is going to be limo. I'm going to add headache, because you get a headache because it's loud, oof, ow. And the final one will be Fortnite. Fortnite.
Dude, what if you replace the O in Fortnite with an A? Wouldn't that be epic?
Yeah, that was the Thinking Man's joke.
Thinking Man's joke.
Took me a second. The poll has started. It's gotta be headache or Fortnite. It's a hard hint. It is.
You know, while this poll goes, I stumbled across kids' content on YouTube because the streamer I was watching came across it. They were interviewing somebody who worked for a Skibbity Toilet Slop channel, an editor for it, and they were going back and forth.
I work long hours to put bread on this table.
You know what the fucked up thing was? They said they loved it, and then they showed some of the clips from this video, and it is like a lady just like, oh my god, the camera guy betrayed the toilets, and I'm just like, I'm sure you love your job, and that's great. Good for you. You should like your job. It's not for me, and I think this is what they would play for me in Hell or Guantanamo Bay on loop. It's so. If you have not checked out modern day kids content on YouTube, you should.
I have no interest in doing that.
You should, because it is.
Holy moly! It is a tie on TikTok. A tie between limo and Fortnite.
Oh, that tie is broken by YouTube, who put, I believe, 4 votes to limo, 1 to Fortnite.
Okay, Corey, show me limo.
Oh, limousine.
No, you. All right, let's reveal a red.
Yeah, let's get rid of headache.
All right, let's see. Battle pass for 1. Battle pass for 1.
This shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. The vocal range he gets with the "that's what I'm saying" is crazy. Let's go.
Trifling. She must be from Moisty Meyer.
Hopefully I spell this right.
Are you trying to spell battle pass?
Battle pass. Hopefully I spell that right.
He's writing battle pass, guys. Don't worry. Fortnite was definitely the answer.
Architect for 1.
Guys, you know, I mentioned Blueprint. People were poo-pooing it a little bit. Show me Blueprint!
Blueprint!
Woo! Very nice. That is 9 of our field agents discovered with a final score of 4. Not bad at all.
So here's where the snafu came in. And this is what tripped people up. I'm notably the guy who's the co-host on the Board Game channel, shocking the world at large, is not a sports guy. So when I gave the clue opening ceremony, what I was envisioning was like the red tape big scissors cutting open like a brand new opening ceremony for like a hospital or something, and not the opening ceremony of like the Olympics or the World Cup.
Okay. Now that you're saying that, I was picturing that SpongeBob clip where it's the big red ribbon and go, I now declare this bridge half finished. The car goes flying across. That's a good one.
Mark, how does the scoring work?
How does the scoring work? Well, our score is determined by how many red field agents remain off of the board. So every time you see a red field agent join the board, we are losing a point. There are 8 red field agents. 4 of them ended up on the board, meaning our score is 8 minus 4. 4! Very nice! 4! The new score to beat is going to be 4.
It's a good thing 4, because I can count the 4. But after that, I can't count no more.
makes so much sense. We're all struggling to make that connection, lol. Yeah, it's rough. Those things happen, though.
Shit, what you have to understand, like, people will be like, oh my god, when we play Wavelength, they'll be like, oh, those were bad hints, and some of the chatters will be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. No. What you have to realize is, it's not on you. We are stupid. The onus is always on us.
Better than Mark's clues, SMH. The assassin was scuba diver, by the way.
Scuba diver, not mentioned once.
Yeah, we never talked about it.
Alrighty,
let me set up a new board for us.
We scubaed too close.
We'll get to gaming. Can you erase the tallies for me?
I can. Blueprint for helipad? Yes. And the reason why is, this is bad logic, I will admit, but it's the only way I could think of to connect hospital, wind, and blueprint, is helipads. The other place that you notably run into a lot of helipads is in city builders. And then when you do it, it's like a little blueprint you put down. It's bad, I will admit, but it's the best I could do to connect the three. And you guys were so gung-ho about limousine, I had to think of some way to connect the three. How many clues are you allowed to give? Each round, only one. It has to be a one-word clue unless it is either a proper noun or a compound word. So like opening ceremony. It's technically one complete word there, even though it's two. Skibidi, that's also another one word. Skibidi for 5. Unfortunately, Skibidi will go down in history as one of the best clues I ever give. Which, I lose sleep at night a little bit every time I think about that, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get Skibidi with it. Embrace it. Dr. Facility says, I've noticed a lack of ham on the boards recently.
I'll work on it.
This is our ham engineer over here. It's all his fault.
Actually, I did follow your instructions in the Discord to remove the duplicates. Very much appreciated. You removed 86 duplicates from this list.
Yo! I did see that in the suggestion, so I'm like, Mark is going to salivate over this when he finally checks the Discord. And I was right. Mozart for 4, says Country Mozart. Toilet, dirty, sick, and conductor. I don't know about that. Oh, Goofy Ball Hunter 69 has arrived. Welcome in, Goofy Ball Hunter. How are you doing? Eternal Skibidi shame. It's like a debuff. It's like a cloud deep, like, Bad Omen in Minecraft, when you kill that, you have that, like, debuff that follows you around. I have the Skibidi debuff that just permanently follows me.
Did you erase the out of 9 that I wrote?
Yeah.
You ass. It takes time to rewrite every time. It's always out of 9. Why would you erase that part? Tree for 4.
I'm sorry. Tree for 4! Let's see. Koala. Koalas aren't tree. Blossom.
You hold this.
Grass, blossom. I think trees blossom. I think that makes the most sense to me. Grass. I like blossom. That's my favorite. Grass next. Poor Corey. No, I deserved it. That one's fair. Hug. Tree huggers. Oh, okay. I've seen a lot of hugs. I'll go hug first, but blossom is my second. Show me hug.
You're going tree hugger. Trees blossoming first.
Yep.
That's correct! Very nice! That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Oh, hit me blossom.
Blossom?
Trees be blossoming in spring. Surely you didn't forget that.
There's blossom. That is correct!
You did it!
Very nice. That is now 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Mark Logic, trees are toilets for dogs.
For dogs? Dude, what do you think we use here?
What?
He's got a tree in the back lawn.
Mark, show me grass.
Grass? That is correct! Very nice!
And last but not least, a lot of people in chat like it. Show me koala. Koala wasn't in trees.
Koala. That's a miss.
Ooh, just a miss though. That's fine.
Just a miss.
Just a miss.
That is fine. And it is time for me to reveal a red one.
Lawn moeg.
Let's see.
Dang it! It's all right. It's just one miss.
Reveal lawn moeg.
Lawn moeg. Yeah. People in chat say lawnmower. I get that. I think you're too stuck on grass and making that bridge between tree and grass that you're jumping a lawnmower. You don't lawnmower your trees. Don't do that.
Big lawnmower.
Have you ever seen those tree trimmers where they cut it down and they like have the big claw that comes down and grabs the end of it and just runs through it and just lawn mows all of the branches off the tree? Mm-hmm. There you go, lawnmower. I have a tiny phone and fat finger. I often misclick letters. Leave me be. You're fine. You're fine. When you lawn mow, there are usually trees around. I guess, technically, fences are made of tree. That is true. Tree pushers from big lumber. Dr. Mozart spitting. Fence is my next best guess. Fences are trees.
All right, this is gonna be an interesting one.
It's true.
This is gonna be an interesting one. Your hint is going to be maglev for 3. You know what this is?
Is the...
Disney train.
Oh, okay, yes!
Not specifically Disney.
But that style of train.
Well,
It's just like what they use in order to go off the... It's like magnets that levitate.
it is super chilled.
Superconductor.
Yeah, superconductor, high chilled magnets that create high speed trains.
Okay,
They
alright.
they use them in Japan.
It's conductor because he can't say superconductor. Oh my god, show me conductor.
That is correct.
Yes! Oh, that makes so much sense.
That is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Conductor machine. He just said conductor. Yeah, but it wasn't part of a clue. He was just describing what it was.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have, but he kind of had to. Let's go with machine. That makes sense to me.
That is correct. Very nice. That is now 5 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
The push machine. Bond says. Push. Maybe Country Mozart was spitting when they said push earlier. Mark, show me push.
Why push? Why'd you go with that?
Because the magnets pushes it all. Like it's pushing the magnets for.
Wow, actually,
push-
they're
push.
magnetically locked together. You can actually hold it upside down. It'll still stay in place because it's not pushing, it's magnetically locked in place. Push is a red card. Let's reveal toilet. Yeah, big misconception about superconductors.
So I'm stupid. You have to understand that. We just went over this. Mm-hmm. So I'm stupid. I don't know that. I don't know things. All right. I'm not a big knower. I'm not a big knowing guy. You're the guy from Game of Thrones where he says I drink and I know things. I do neither. I'm the opposite. I'm his foil, his antagonist. All right. Me think push. Yes, push. Tree machine conductor. Goofy Ball Hunter, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. It was in fact not push. I'm so sorry. Sick because magnets are sick. Hazy, I love that logic. Yep, I'm so on board with that. Magnets are fucking sick, dude. How do they work? How do those magnets work, man? Upgrade. Because it's an upgrade, I guess. Who knows? No idea. You pretty woman does. Big misconception. Huge.
What the fuck?
It's a movie. You ever see Pretty Woman?
No. Alright, 4 remaining. 4 blue field agents remaining. You're still missing 1 from Maglev. I'm going to reveal Renfair for 3.
Renfair, I love it. Send me there right now. I want to go. Get me to Renfair ASAP. Booth. Show me Booth.
That is correct. Holy moly. Also, Coopster said, hey, finally caught you guys. It's been a min.
What's up, Coopster?
Good to see you, Coopster. Also, thank you so much for sending a heart me. Thank you.
And by the way, Mark, if you're going to tell me later on that Booth was for Maglev because you have a ticket booth for a train, we are going to throw hands after the stream. I'm going to give you confidence right now that is not what you were going for, but I saw somebody say it, and if that's the case, we're going to throw hands. I like fence because there are fences at a Ren Fair and fencing. Let me see fence. It's also a tree thing.
That was fence on
Fence.
this board. That's a miss.
Ooh. They're also a seller of illegal goods.
Let's reveal a red one. I am going to reveal...
See, people are saying dance, people are saying dirty pants, torch.
Pants.
No! Torch and dance, I think, are the 2 front runners here. Dance at a Ren Fair. They go crazy, they go sicko mode. Sub for Subway. Eat Fresh, Live Moss. That's their logo, right? Eat Fresh, Live Moss.
Yeah.
It's Friday, man. You can only get so much out of me. Stock like locked in the stocks. Oh, interesting, interesting. The stocks at the Ren Fair. Throw a little Rotten Tomato action at their faces. A little target practice. Dirty. I said it because it makes sense. Fair enough. Fizz on this board. Sort of fizz. Use a stick and hockey tree. I know, reaching far. Yeah, I don't know, CJ. That one would be a little too much of a reach. Now, if he does give us another clue that could insinuate hockey, we can come back to that and think about it. They have a lot of advertising at a Ren Fair. You dance at a fair? Yeah. Sometimes they'll do like big group dances. That'll be events they have at Ren Fairs. That makes sense. Tree equals dirty. If it's the long con and he originally called a tree dirty, again, you can't have tree hugger and call trees dirty in the same clue. That's messed up. Justice for trees in that case.
Okay.
Torch for tree and fair. Oh, Alex, you're so right.
Well, 3 left. I gotta do my absolute best to connect these. This is a stretch, but I'm going for a higher score than not here.
Whoa.
Panzer tank for 3.
Panzer tank! What the hell? Chat, any history buffs? Any Panzer tank buffs? Wait, how does torch connect to tree? You torch a tree. It's flammable. Those are sick. Upgrade! Is Panzer tank an upgrade? Molly, I love tanks. OMG! Molly, help me out here.
Mark, why do you give hints like this? I'm trying to connect things together. It's difficult.
Mark gave us Maglev and Panzer tanks as 2 clues this game. Upgrade death. Mark, show me upgrade.
That is correct. That is correct. It was not fucking booth. It was upgrade. Maglev trains. Super advanced version of a train.
I said I gave you the benefit of the doubt. All right. I said I did not think that you thought that. I just said if you did, we were gonna throw hands.
I don't get any of these clues, lol. Yo, holy moly! Coopster sent a s'mores, they sent a sausage, a squirrel, and 34 TGIF.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Coopster.
Thank God, indeed. Panzer tanks. There was a tank that had a flamethrower on it. Was it a Panzer? Because torch like blowtorch. I'm confident enough. I know there are tanks that had flamethrowers on them. I'm willing to think that a Panzer tank is one of those possibilities. Mark, show me torch.
That is correct.
Woo!
Very nice. 1 blue field agent remaining. There's 1 singular, 1 left.
Tanks are dirty. They're gross and dirty. Torch, yeah, I think torch is pretty good. Panzer tanks, flamethrowers, stock or sub.
And the previous hints were Ren Fair, it was Maglev train, it was tree.
Dance, like Panzer dancer, sounds... I don't know. Schmeff says, Chad Corey alert. What's up, man? I'm gonna go with... I think we're dirty. There's dirty and dance, dirty dancing. I'm gonna stick with dirty. Because Ren Fair is dirty and tanks are dirty.
Are you locked in?
I think so, yeah.
That is correct!
Yeah!
Very nice!
Yeah!
So I knew you were considering dance. I had to lead you away from dance. And the best thing that I could get for dirty, upgrade, and torch was some kind of tank.
Makes sense.
Flamethrower, torching the lands. They are dirty, they go through all terrain, and it is like an upgrade. It's something you upgrade.
Yeah.
Very nice, WW, Corey 2028. Well done, Mark. Thank you, Callum. I appreciate that.
The Panzer specifically, that little like specifying the tank model, that really got me to definitely say torch, because like that sounds like a World War II era tank, and that's kind of where the torch flamethrower tanks, I believe, originated. Either that or World War I. I'm not that much of a war buff, so I don't know for sure. But I know of them. I know of them.
Hell yeah, that makes sense now. Thank you, Camo. It was a good round. It was.
Bang around.
I also managed to finish with a score of 4, which is awesome. Once again, our score is determined by how many red field agents remain off of the board. There are 8 red field agents, 4 of them ended up on the board, so 8 minus 4 is 4. That's our score. Very nice.
Thank God, because I can count to 4, but I can't count no more.
People have been saying this.
That
was a really good one. Yeah,
good. That was banger.
I was happy with that round. The assassin,
I don't know bangers.
people are asking, was stock.
Well, we did consider that one.
Yes, I did hear considered a few times.
I was really thinking that for Ren Fair. So that's good. That's good. Corey 2028. Chat, I can't run for presidency in 2028. It's got to be, you got to be 35 to be a president?
Oh, you know, I think you can pass for 35.
Dude,
I'll get you a fake ID.
I barely passed for 26, and I am 26. I don't think I'm going to make it and pass for 35.
The ones for tree were blossom, hug, grass, and dirty. Those are the four I was thinking.
Oh, not torch.
Not torch.
That was just a happy coincidence.
A happy coincidence. These things happen. Corey, aren't you 87?
You're not 98.
Let's see. All right, going to set a new board. New board is there. Prep board 6. There you go.
Bang.
It is now going to be Corey's turn to be the spy master. I'll hand this off to you. Brand new board.
Yeah, 2036. Corey 2036. Don't worry, I'll get us there. I'll get us there.
2036. He's going to trigger a new election.
I'm going to trigger a new one. What's the election year?
Oh, sorry. I read it in my head as 26, and I'm like, oh.
No, 36. Because that's the first year I can run for president.
Corey's World. You know, one of my favorite Whitest Kids You Know sketches, if anyone's familiar with the comedy troupe Whitest Kids You Know, is the genie sketch. Actually, I shouldn't say it's one of my favorites. It's a horrible sketch. Don't watch it. But there's one singular joke that's funny, which is the premise that the genie the whole time does not do anything magical. He just has to do manual labor to solve the kid's wishes, and the kid wishes to become president of the United States. So instead of, like, you know, snapping the fingers and it happening, he has to go door to door campaigning to first change the legal age that you can run for president, passed a bill saying that minors can be president, and then campaigned on the kid's behalf. It was a funny bit. Favorite doesn't mean best. Yeah, I don't even want to consider that my favorite because there's so many other good Whitest Kids You Know sketches. Corey Don't Ham gave us now. Rip Trevor. Yeah, rest in peace, Trevor Moore.
You knew too much.
Gone too soon.
You knew too much.
You two are the whitest kids I know.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
With a mortar launcher. You know, after the election, I saw a whole lot of comments just saying, with a mortar launcher, which, you know, that's for those who know. Erase the tallies.
That's one of my favorite sketches. That one right there, I fucking love that sketch.
That one I can consider one of my favorites. If you want to look up, It's Illegal to Say, by the Whitest Kids You Know, Trevor Moore. It's perfectly legal to say, with a mortar launcher. Because that's his own idea. It might be unrelated to the other words that were said. My dad, bro is defo him. I haven't added dad to the list yet. I'm gonna make a note because dad isn't on the list of words. I did want
that shocks me actually.
Yeah. Plus dad. There's a few other ones I wanted to add too. I think I did add Mary to the board. Those one. Actually, I didn't add it officially. I just added it temporarily. I think that's a fun one because it's a name and like an action. So you can marry two things together. Is bike on the list? One would assume, but I don't remember seeing it, so I'm gonna make a note to check for it. If not, I'll add it.
Mark, this board actually sucks, I think.
Should add squirrel if it's not there. That's a great idea. Squirrel.
Actually, I think this board actually rips ass. It's actually bad. Don't look at my board. Don't look at my laptop.
I feel left out from the board list. I think we've had bicycle, says Kelsey Wee, so I'll check that. Is hail on the list for proper Hail Mary? Country Mozart, I'm not adding hail to the list. I think that's going to lead to bad clues. I think that's a dangerous one.
That's fair.
Should add tuberculosis because it's the #1 cause of death. You know, Coopster. It's a fine suggestion.
Make sure I can say this. Make sure no other words conflict. It doesn't. We're good.
If we do it with hail, go with Protestant. Feudalism is my favorite word. Feudalism was a fun one. Thomas had a really good hint for feudalism yesterday. He did opium, which was connecting feudalism. It was like pipe. I forget what the other one was connecting.
Pipe, was it?
Pipe.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
No, it was not.
All right, I got one. Ready? Armed Forces for 3.
Armed Forces for 3. Armed forces, U.S. military, what do they kill overseas? Bats, probably is what I was pointing at. Bats. War, okay.
No, Mark, they don't do it overseas. They do it in the comfort of a computer back in the States.
Corey, show me war.
What is it good for?
It is good for this game. That is one of our blue field agents discovered. Brave. Ooh, that's a different take than what I was going for. Maybe, you know, superhero or wheelchair, depending on how they do. See, superhero, fly, like Air Force, drink, wheelchair, a real Lieutenant Dan situation going on here.
Lieutenant Dan, you got...
He would have said Lieutenant Dan if that was the case, depending on how they do. Fly, brave. All right, Corey, show me brave.
I could make the kid joke because I said brave for this one.
All right, fair enough.
I was fine with that.
Fair enough. Armed forces, war, brave, superhero, has to be feudalism. Standing. I'm not super confident on any of these. Maybe superhero. Drink. Drink is such a sad one. Fly. Would he not have said...
They fly now.
Would he not have said Air Force if it was fly? You said armed forces. I think it's not fly. So he would have said Air Force because that still connects war and still connects brave. Maybe it is superhero? I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch. Feudalism, fair. Kangaroo, because Australia lost the Emu War. Standing formation, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold off on it right now. I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna hold?
Yeah.
You're gonna pass? All right. You're gonna pass. What's up, Easy McSteez? I'm gonna reveal as a red card, standing.
Okay, not standing. All right, we eliminated one of the possibilities. Superhero, Mary, maybe. We'll consider coming back to it. Let's see. Yeah, if it was superhero, it could have said Captain America, because that still hits brave. That still could hit war, because the Civil War.
Captain America?
Captain America.
All right, let me think here.
Also, if you guys have been having fun watching, if you're enjoying the content, if you're not currently following, please do consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the stream. You'll get to see many more potential Mark throws or Corey fails on these clues, but the only way to reliably see it is if you follow. So, 95% of armed forces drink, and the other 5% are liars. Okay, that makes sense. Oof, did me dirty. Haven't we proven the Codemaster doesn't always give the best hints? And if we're not, well, there's nothing I can do if you're not following.
I'll be a little sad.
Don't they wear jeans over there? In the military? The armed forces? No, I don't think so. They wear those camo pants that I don't know what the material that they're made out of.
Camo.
Some armed forces bites the bullet. 100% of them used to be kids.
That's true.
For now.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't that apply to pretty much anything? It's gotta be feudalism. So if he was connecting brave, war, and feudalism, do we think maybe he would have said, I don't know, like a shogun or something? That doesn't quite hit brave as well. But what are Japanese soldiers called? Was Japanese feudal? Maybe I'm. What do you say?
They were at one point.
We're at one point. Yeah, King Arthur. Yeah, King Arthur would have been great for feudalism, war, and brave. So I'm thinking maybe not feudalism. It could damn be wheelchair. It might be messed up, but or kid, because you know they aim for recruiting kids. He didn't say army because it's superhero. Are you looking for samurai? That's the word I was looking for.
You ready?
Yes.
Rebirth for 2.
Rebirth. Phoenix, like the Arizona, for sure. And feudalism, because it always comes back. Surely. Corey's back, yes! Indeed, welcome back. Corey, show me Phoenix.
Streaming is just modern day feudalism if you think about it. We're kings, our mods are our guards. peasants come in, we go, guards, seize them, and then they ban them.
Phoenix in season, cross perchance. Cross because they put Jesus up on a cross. They put Jesus on a cross. He wasn't really rebirthed. He was, I don't know, risen. I think that's slightly different. Kid, season. Kids just got born, and they're like, oh, you know, we just did it. Maybe we can do it again. Rebirth. All right, more people saying season. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I'll go season. Show me season.
Season? No.
All right, not that one.
And I gotta reveal another red?
Yes.
I'm gonna get rid of feudalism.
No!
It ain't coming back this time, baby!
No! Oh, I had so much hope for feudalism. Whiplash, neck gets rebirthed.
Because feudalism is gone, now I can say this. If I wanted feudalism, war, and brave, I would have said, like, crusade.
Okay. Yo, Anita sent 10 TGIF. Thank you so much, Anita.
Man, I gotta think of another now.
All right, time for Corey to think of another clue. We are still missing one for armed forces. He didn't say army. Somebody said Canada, because maybe they're referred to as armed forces in Canada. Is that true? They're called armed forces instead of the army?
That's just English.
Yeah, it's just a general term. Typically, when we're talking about soldiers in America, we denote the branch that they're serving under. Maybe they don't do that in Canada. Yo, Dr. Cillier sent 4 squirrels. Thank you so much. We have the Canadian Armed Forces. Holy moly, more squirrels are coming in. It is a full squirrel army forming. Thank you so much, Dr. Cillier. Put the kid back. He is rebirthed. No, I don't think that makes sense. Golly. They are all armed forces. Okay, thank you, Aaron. We can still consider it. Yo, Ginger Nurse sent 30 squirrels. Thank you so much, Ginger Nurse. Adding on to the squirrel army that has been forming. We counted yesterday, Corey. I don't think you were here when we did the tally. We don't have an exact count, but we were able to do an estimation of last week. We received 2,000 squirrels.
Good lord.
on Thursday, I believe it was.
Good lord. Holy shit.
Which is absolutely wild.
That caught me off guard. I had to reprocess what you just said to me.
Corey doesn't know anything about no damn Canada, though.
Who said that?
Luke. Holy moly, Dr. Cillier adding even further to the squirrel army. Thank you so much.
I gotta think super duper hard right now.
Why not set a gift goal of like 10k squirrels to keep track? You know, Goopster, that's not a bad idea. The main reason is I do not know how to add gift goals.
We've talked about it.
We've talked about it. Let me mess around with this a little bit while Corey's thinking of a clue.
Whoa.
Let's see, I could set up a gift gallery, a live goal. Can I do it live? Set up a live goal, pin your live goal, got it. Let's see, manage goal, squirrel army. Did I spell squirrel wrong?
It'd come off the squiggly.
And then, okay, we edit this. Oh, we can do this. Wow, squirrel, confirm, and we can 100. I can't edit it to be some like random thing. Oh, there we go. I'll do 1,000 squirrels. So we can keep track, save. All right, wow, okay, thank you all for the suggestion. We now have an actual live goal now.
Hell yeah!
1,000 squirrels to serve in the squirrel army.
Squirrel army!
Oh, armed forces is squirrel on the board? Holy moly.
Oh my goodness!
We're at 28 squirrels already. Thank you.
Yo!
Dr. Cillier, Ginger Nurse, and A were all donating squirrels to Squirrel Army. But Mark ignored the YouTube squirrels. Country Mozart, I did not. I read them every single time.
All right, we got TSA check-in for 3.
Where's violation of my rights? Show me. Show me breach of power. Show me Orwellian.
Show me 1984.
1984. Holy moly. Aaron sent 79 squirrels. Thank you so much. Oh, fly. That makes sense. Corey, show me fly.
Fly! They fly now.
They fly now. That is 4 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Well, maybe not if you could stop at TSA check-in. They don't fly now.
They don't fly
They
now.
specifically do not fly now.
Jesus Christ, I set the goal as 1,000 kind of as a joke. We're already halfway there.
What do you mean, dude?
Jesus Christ, Mitch sent 74 squirrels. Coopster sent over 200 squirrels.
What
It's
do
not
you
done counting yet.
mean?
Mitch,
What do you mean? We're about to hit the goal already, dude.
Jesus Christ. Wheelchair, because it's a pain in the ass to go through TSA check-in if you have a wheelchair. Hayden says, what's up? Canada, because you fly when going to Canada. You know what? Screw it, Canada.
Canada?
Oh,
Canada. It's the Canadian Armed Forces, dude.
Very nice. That is. It's achieved. We achieved the live goal already.
1 minute.
I freaking love squirrels, dude.
Why didn't we do this live goal?
Dude, I gotta make a token. I need to make a
Christ.
custom token for my fucking squirrel deck in MTG. That's just TikTok squirrels.
Molly sent a heart meme. Mitch sent 119 squirrels. Aaron sent 102 squirrels. Dr. Cillier adding to the squirrel army. Anita sent 7 squirrels. Coop sent 455 squirrels. Jesus Christ. Rachel sent 30 squirrels. Mary sent 5. Ginger Nurse sent 29. And Louisiana Amy sent 70 squirrels.
Jesus. JGB Gamer says,
you.
how are you guys doing? We're feeling a little squirrely right now,
We're
JGB.
feeling a little
A little
squirrely.
squirrely.
Look at your totals. Can we see the totals?
You're gonna have to reset the goal now.
From here to
You gotta at least double it.
Yeah, well, we need to figure out how to do this exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, we can see the totals. Oh, there's a screen that tells me how many individuals donated.
Jesus.
Okay,
Because you did the goal.
It's because I did the goal. Okay, I'll be able to look at these. Board Ghost is
Coopster's
showing me
threatening
something.
us. He says rookie numbers 10K.
Rookie numbers, thank you. I should have gone with the 10K. Jesus Christ. All right, Corey, show me, what are we gonna do for this? People are saying drink, because you drink at, not TSA, oh, you can't bring drinks in through TSA check-in. Corey, show me drink. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. That one's on me.
It wasn't that one.
Wasn't that one? Let's get rid of bat.
Bat. Okay, that makes sense.
What's a squirrel?
Okay, we can do that. We will set a new goal.
We're setting them loose. New goal.
Holy moly, I am absolutely blown away by that.
Oh, it's Australians. I keep forgetting there's no squirrels in Australia. They don't have a concept of what a squirrel is.
It is a complete mystery to them.
Oh my god.
The new squirrel goal has been set. I'll actually start these at the beginning of the stream from now on, because this is awesome. Mint set 277 squirrels. Jesus.
Someone says, how did I know you were furries? When did we say that? Bro is just making up headcanon.
You guys are the leaders of the squirrel army.
Yes.
Smooth squirrel. Ah, fuck. Does that make us furries? I mean,
I have a fun story to tell while Corey thinks of a new clue. My uncle is, you know,
why am I paying attention to you? I gotta think.
he's an older gentleman. Works for the government at times. He's a goofy individual, but he was at his military base one day, just like watching outside, watching people go by, and he saw these people.
That's 1,000 squirrels.
That is 1,000 squirrels immediately. Jesus Christ, Molly sent 337 squirrels. I'm trying to count them as the numbers stop tallying. I'll finish the story fast. Jesus Christ, thank you all so much. His uncle's a furry. No, my uncle's not a furry, but he was watching people outside his window and saw multiple people fully dressed in animal costumes walking by. There was a furry convention nearby, and he's like, what the hell is going on? And he looked into it and managed to figure out that, yeah, there's a furry convention like a block over from where he was stationed, and he was scheming. He's like, you know, I could probably get a squirrel suit. He's like, I like squirrels. He did not know what furries were about at all. He did not know any of the lore. He's like, I could get a squirrel suit. I could run in. I could, like, you know, be all goofy in the place, and no one knows me because I'm hidden in the squirrel suit. He thought it was just a real fun idea, and I had to be like, please do not do that.
2,500 squirrels.
Jesus Christ, we are at 2,600 squirrels already. All right, some of these have stopped counting, so I can actually read as they come in. Molly sent 137 squirrels. Ginger Nurse sent 321 squirrels. Ames, first gift, 301 squirrels. Anita sent 30. Aaron sent 373. Ames sent 201. Aaron sent 63 more. They're just still tallying. The devil says, remember me. Whoa, the devil? I thought you were Satan.
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay, did you change your name? Coopster sent 1,000 squirrels. Holy moly, thank you so much, Coopster. Aaron sent 63, Ames sent 201, Bryn sent 256.
Jesus Christ!
The devil?
The devil from the Bible. All right, I got the clue as these squirrels are coming in, just to give us something to focus on as we're getting overwhelmed by freaking squirrels, dude. This is crazy.
Absolute squirrel army.
Coke, not the cola, for infinite.
Coke, not the cola for infinite.
I gotta specify, I can't use the full name.
It's Lieutenant Dan for sure. We're going wheelchair, right? Lieutenant Dan, superhero.
7,000 squirrels in 4 minutes, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, kilogram nose. Corey, show me kilogram.
Bang!
That is correct. That is 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Show me nose.
Bang!
Very nice. And then 2 remaining. Jesus Christ, Mitch sent 790 squirrels. Aaron sent 271 plus 15. Poison. Because Coke is a poison. We are still considering ones from Armed Forces and TSA check-in.
And rebirth. Back to Satan, there we go.
Kid, Coke House, Kid. Aaron sent a rose as well. Coke House, Cross. I'm probably back. Yo, Satan's back.
Probably.
Whiplash. Coke Man, the famous superhero. Superhero because you feel invincible. Whoa!
Yeah, they were gonna try and make a rival to Pepsi Man, but they realized very quickly the branding on that wouldn't look good.
Alright. House from House MD. I'm kind of convinced. Corey, show me House.
Show you House. Dude, did I say Vicodin? No.
Ooh, just a miss.
Cool.
2 left. Not bad at all. Corey, you can reveal a red one.
Let's reveal. Dang, oh god dang gummit. Let's get rid of Whiplash.
Whiplash. Okay, it was not Whiplash. It is better to get a miss than to incorrectly say Whiplash.
Alright, I gotta think.
Louisiana Amy sent 350 squirrels. Aaron sent 34. Dr. Cillier sent 14. Aaron sent 145. Bryn sent 144. Jesus Christ. Let's see, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up on the live goal and look at the individual tallies. Okay. Oh, it shows me a ranking too. Interesting.
They've been giving you all that data, dude.
Yeah, with the coins. Well, I don't know exactly how the coins work, but our number 1 contributor right now is Tada Tank.
Squirrel's 1 coin.
Squirrel is 1 coin. Oh, wait, hold on. I recognize this profile pic. I think it's a different name than it's how it's displayed over here. Is this Aaron? Yes, it's Aaron. Okay. Aaron is in the lead right now.
Displays their handle on the gift page.
Okay. It just shows their handle on the gift page, which is sometimes different from the displayed name. Holy moly. It doesn't give an exact squirrel count right now, but at the coin count, Aaron is at 1,061. Coopster is at 1,000.
That's 1-to-1 with the squirrels.
What did you say?
That's 1-to-1 with the squirrels.
Oh, it's 1-to-1 with the squirrels, says Board Ghost. Holy moly, Mitch is at 790. And we are almost halfway to the new squirrel goal. That is absolutely amazing. Ash sent a heart me. Holy. Aim sent 196 squirrels. Golly, I'm trying to... Oh, we just passed 5,000. Thank you so much. I'm trying to match it up to the names that I see here, but it's a little bit inconsistent.
Man, dude.
So I'll just keep to tallying it off the gift thing. What does the squirrel goal have to be for Mark to buy and wear a squirrel fursuit. Hayden, I'll think about that. That's on
you. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up reading some of these. Ash sent a heart me. Aim sent 196 squirrels. Aaron sent 95 squirrels, followed by 145 squirrels. Holy moly, thank you so much. Squirrel belt. Goodbye, a squirrel.
You know, YouTube chat, JB says a good point. YouTube chat just thinks we're insane right now.
I understand.
They have no idea what's going on. We're just rambling lunatics.
Is the name. Yes, I did see that. It seems to not be updating. I'm gonna see if I can get...
just pop in and out.
Pop in and out, okay. Mitch is at 790 squirrels, I do believe. That is absolutely wild. Have to make a new goal for corn so you can feed the squirrel army.
That's true. According to Kelsey Weasel, they're limited time on TikTok.
If we make about 40,000 squirrels, we could technically afford a squirrel suit off of Etsy.
So it's got to be higher than 40,000.
Thanks, Board Ghost. Thanks for playing into this.
God, I'm struggling I shouldn't be struggling this much. I'm struggling to get these last two words together. The squirrels are fucking throwing me off, man.
Computer says, don't tempt me.
I'm being sabotaged.
Dear God. Holy moly. Aaron is at 1,301 squirrels. Thank you so much. Rebirth as in the game style. Oh, that is interesting. If you sent a heart me, don't forget to claim your points. Oh, do you get points for sending a heart me?
Yeah, team points.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, don't look at my screen real quick.
I'm still figuring out how the team points and everything work. So yes,
check something.
A lot of people sent a heart me today. Definitely remember to claim your points. Aaron sent 66 more squirrels and 11 more squirrels. Holy. Absolutely astounding. Oops, accidentally started a poll. Oh yeah, Corey, you just have to connect too, don't you?
Yeah, but I'll explain why this is so difficult after. I'm gonna shoot for this one. I don't know if this is gonna get us there. Hopefully.
Team points are super duper important for you guys and how much TikTok promotes and pays you. Oh, okay.
You need to do
That's what I figured out.
TikTok freaking research, dude. We've been needing to have a team meeting for a while.
Aaron says, okay, clues now? Please, Aaron has stalled so long for us.
Aaron, I'm struggling. Emergency ward for 2.
Emergency ward for 2. Kid goes there because they stubbed their toe. Liv says, I'm back. Welcome back, Liv. Kid, poison. Oh, poison. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that for the crack cocaine too. Wheelchair as well. Might be poison and wheelchair. What do we think? If you're poison. Corey, show me poison. Oh no.
Damn it!
Those are the 2 we're considering for crack cocaine. Or
I know, oh my god, don't worry.
Shrink. Okay.
I can do this now. This should get us there. Guaranteed. I'm gonna reveal a clue. Give it a bite.
Nice. Bite of 87?
Bite of 87?
Aim sent 199 squirrels. Molly sent 50 squirrels. Thank you so much.
Church for 1.
Church for 1.
You have 2 guesses, because it's for 1.
Cross. Show me cross.
Bang!
Very nice, very nice. And now it's either wheelchair or shrink. Right? Wheelchair could have also been armed forces, could have also been TSA check-in. Wait, rebirth and emergency ward? Terrible clue before. Wheelchair, I agree, wheelchair. Corey, show me wheelchair.
Yes!
Lieutenant Dan!
It's so I was really hoping you would have gotten church and wheelchair earlier on, because the amount of words that are incorrect that correlate with both wheelchair and cross is immense. Like, honestly, it's so hard to give a clue for wheelchair and cross when, like, kid, poison, like anything like medical related is how you connect those two, and anything medical, like there's a billion things you could go for.
I think Lieutenant Dan would have actually been a really good hint then.
For wheelchair and cross?
For wheelchair, brave, like right at the beginning. For
well, yeah, but I've never seen Forrest Gump.
Oh.
So I no idea. Also, yo, oh my god, the comic book nerd in me was screaming. You know how many good comic clues I had for this board when superhero was on the board and wrong? You know how frustrating it is? But this might have been one of the all-time most frustrating boards because I had such good clues, but I couldn't use them because I couldn't cover up the words that were wrong, and you would have always guessed the wrong words first.
Sometimes you just have to go for those if it's a miss. Board. Yo, Anita sent 28 squirrels. Molly sent 50 squirrels.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the squirrels. It's what got me through it.
The absolute squirrel army. What was the assassin?
Jeans.
Oh, the apple bottom jeans.
Yeah.
Say
I started sweating when you were talking about army jeans.
Army Jeemers.
Army.
You listen to that song yet? It's a good one.
No, man, I can't say I have.
All right.
I'm squirreling out. You're
I'm
so
absolutely
right.
squirreling out over here. The assassin was jeans. Don't worry, I did correct people and say they do not wear jeans in the army.
Whew. Whew. Jeans in the army would get you disbarred, I think.
I think we got time for one more. One more of me being the clue giver. Does that work for you?
What the fuck, man?
Oh, do you have dogs?
I got dog stuff to do.
Ah, okay. Never mind. All right.
I got dog stuff to do, man.
Well, we have been live for 3 hours now. Thank you so much, everybody. This was an absolutely amazing stream. We are finishing with our final squirrel count for this live goal being 5,489 squirrels. In addition, there were 1,000 from the first goal and some squirrels that were sent without even being tallied. Mitch Mid sending a squirrel. Bryn adding to the squirrel army as we end. I get it. Doggos come first.
I'm sorry. It's doggos and schoolwork. I'm still not done.
Yeah, what are your weekend plans, Corey?
Well, theoretically, I should be finished my school stuff tonight, so tomorrow, going to a festival.
Oh, really? What festival?
I don't want to dox myself.
Okay, well, I was gonna say.
You know, you should know what festival.
Yeah, but that's next weekend. I had the same discussion with Thomas yesterday.
Is it?
It's next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't make a phone call.
Anyway, I'm visiting with my grandmother probably after this, and gonna see her this weekend. Bryn sent 180 squirrels. I don't have any big weekend plans. Oh, dude, Thomas is gonna kill you, by the way.
Why?
Because if he's finding out that D&D is canceled via the Boardgamers Discord random message.
No, that was a bit.
Okay.
That was a bit.
You need to say something in the actual D&D chat. Okay, in that case,
was a
we're gonna
bit.
have D&D this weekend. That's gonna be fun.
Yippee.
This guy's DMing, but we'll tell you about that on Monday. We'll be live Monday at 6 p.m. New York time or 11 p.m. London time.
London.
Oh, this is gonna be our 100th YouTube video.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
100. We've done it.
Yeah, 100. This VOD will be our 100th YouTube video posted to the channel. So if you're not following our YouTube,
I think we retire.
then
Just call it.
Yes. All right, link in bio if you want to check out. If not, thank you all so much for joining.
Woo.
We'll see you Monday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo, brings up the heartbeat and 180 squirrels. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bang.
Still live on YouTube. Bye.